I pray this is an ironing board and not a giant roach staring at me. People wouldn't kill each other if we banned guns. People before guns. Cave divers, after finding literally 0.2 centimeters of space. Every morning I have to wake up to a main quest marker. First thought, why are men so fascinated by sticks? Second thought, there's no way that brother could dunk on a hoop that high. I don't know what crime he committed, but he should have heard the police coming. Are you a terrorist? Make it on time to the flight. See what happens if you press yes. Judges in 2040. Chat 50 gifted and I'll give him life. My wife is smoking hot, so I picked the shower curtain. One man's she belongs in a psych ward is another man's she's all I ever wanted. The whole salad dressing industry exists because people really just don't like the taste of salad. A cute girl came in and asked for help, and a whole research team formed. Which organ is the best? Skin, heart, brain, spleen, urethra. Brain after choosing himself. An airport worker in New York was fired for handing a note reading, "You ugly," to a traveler. Our secret ingredient is our people. Now hiring. First time using scissors, lol. No idea what I'm doing. Immortality or being able to draw things the way you see them in your head. Why is there a chili on my table? Do you guys see it or am I hallucinating? What the hell? This kid is going places. A casino. What is your favorite place on earth? My house. If you had $100,000, what would you do with it? Put it all on red. Never partying in Texas again. The kids who were eating Tide Pods are now old enough to drive. Pain is the best teacher, son. Yeah, but not when you can prevent it. I have never been this disappointed in my life. My tow truck driver has a cat named Dixie with a matching safety vest. When you didn't fart for 24 hours because you just met her. TikTok, do your thing. Girl, he's right in front of you. 12-year-old me microwaving random stuff, thinking I'm doing Mythbusters. I don't know much about bears, but I think they're married. Or they could be getting a divorce. This fence is delicious. Nom 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 nom. Doing this is the greatest compliment a man over 50 can give a film. Why do dads watch movies like this? A 57,000 square foot Temu warehouse in China went up in flames today. A total loss of inventory has been estimated to be as high as $56. Who is this diva? That's a bobcat. So we have some little entrepreneurs living next door. I pick up sticks in your lawn. Charlie, $15. Pay me or I'll put the sticks back in your lawn. Me for 30 seconds whenever anyone says the word posture. Me in 1992 taking a nap instead of buying a house for 10k. To the person at work who does this to my car every day. It's not funny. It's my favorite cup because it looks like they're getting beamed by God himself. Beamed for being minions. Could really go for one of these bad boys right now. Only if it comes with the wooden spoon though. The wood is half the flavor. I love how schools were like, yeah, this will be a totally normal meal to have at 10 a.m. I love clever road signs. Who hates speeding tickets? Raise your right foot. Chicken and alligator taste alike because they're the closest living relatives to dinosaurs. They just both taste like dinosaur. Ain't nobody finna be cheating up in here. My time has finally come. Get paid to nap. Take a nap for 30 straight days. Write about experience. At least 18 years old. Pay $1,500 a month. Apply by May 31st. I'm going to hang a Batman costume in my closet just to screw with myself when I get Alzheimer's. Me to me. Was I the Batman? Yes. We all know someone in the family with this exact pan. Babe, your 60% mechanical keyboard waffle is gonna get cold. When the teacher pairs me with the popular kid so I can say who to humble them. We'll probably have flying cars by 2025. 2025. They look so sad. We made bakers watch their loaves be turned into bread balls. They literally made a PG version of a man breaking into a home and gunning down a family with eggs. Just spent so long prying my step-grandmother's locket open and it was 100% worth it. How it feels when you're having an actual conversation with bro instead of saying slurs and brain rot jokes. Dad, that won't work, idiot. Me being the idiot when it works. Samsung's object eraser. AI is kind of scary good. It doesn't look like me, but it's not that far off. This is what I actually looked like compared to the AI pic. Meanwhile, Apple's intelligence. How I look through bro's window in 20 years when he's having dinner with his family and not being an unemployed alcoholic gambler like me. So my ring light stand broke. I'll always find a way to improvise. Dentist who extracted tooth on hoverboard sentenced to 11 years in prison. I almost dropped my phone on my soft carpeted floor, but thank God I have lightning fast reflexes and was able to slap it into the wall instead. Too much butter, wrong pan used, didn't cook the steak well enough. Poor choice of toppings, you should also never smack a steak like that. Okay, Gordon Ramsay. I have the opposite of mummy issues. My mum was great. I grew up thinking women could be trusted. What did autistic people in ancient times fixate on? Da Vinci she would capture lizards, dress them in tiny wings, horns, and vests, and present them to unsuspecting women in the royal courts. Guys, how do you remove permanent marker? It shrinks. Imagine running into this guy in his crazy t-shirt while under the influence of anything and just having a seizure. I know how to cook. Me too. 2 types of chefs. I paused at the best time. This looks like a country duo song cover. I gave a little kid some frozen yogurt today at work, and his mum says, "Okay, what do you say?" And he looks at me dead in the eyes and says, "I love you." Don't worry about the entity, he's just gonna watch. I don't want him to watch. His face annoys me off so badly. Why can't he just smile normally? My favorite message. We really done? I'm the type to ask this when I'm the one that broke it off in the first place. Michael's Bike Shop. Mike's Bike Shop. Study shows women have happier relationships when their partners aren't massive douchebags. Well, I was just given this from a guy in a coffee shop. Best pickup line ever. Dang girl, are you my appendix? Because I don't understand how you work, but this feeling in my stomach makes me want to take you out. 8 months worth of sunflower seeds. Best snack on the planet. How the hell did she do this? Are you team silly bananas or team silly yellow bananas? I don't know. 9-month relationship over, or because I didn't have a highlight up of her. Put my picture on Instagram and I'll save you. Drop me, baby. Just drop me. Your car isn't officially a crap box until you have a Bluetooth speaker in it for music. Not a pencil sketch, just a warthog in the snow. Girlfriend told me I needed to stop making irrational purchases. I have the feeling the boys will understand this one. Excalibur. Sword and Ramsey. I want that too. Dude, cancer is so easy to beat. I'm already at stage 4. Wait, that's not good. Hi, traveler. You are so beautiful, I need to end myself. Son, why do we call him uncle when he's not related to us? The lore I'm about to tell him. Wallace and Gromit are 6-time Oscar nominees. Ridiculous levels of sauce in this picture. When your wife says, "We should think of something nice to do with that little space above the door." I'm so confused. Modern design has gone too far. The genie, when he grants me a 6th wish out of sheer pity, but I still go for another beer. We're at table 36 at the Bear Weatherspoons in Maidenhead, just in case you wanted to download the app and send a drink or 2. Oh no. Guys, this is getting a little ridiculous. There are tourists taking photos of us. Also, whoever sent that milk, thanks. Okay, who the fuck? This was my second family in 4th grade. I went with them to take family pictures and they told me to hop in. Why is everything cake? Me explaining to my Wi-Fi router why I should stop being slow and work like a normal machine. Bro, I was at the mall and found this in an actual jewelry store. A Shrekless. Anything apart from this is just a waste of money. It's funny how people think this is cheap. He dressed up as the cool S for Halloween. Man goes viral for getting a creative tattoo. Did you get it at first sight? Fatter. Oh, it's father. On a 1 to 9 on rubber duck scale. How are things today? 5. Instagram really wants me to buy this. This is my work uniform. I put this on and go up into the sky at night to shine really brightly for you guys, but no one appreciates me. Game dev. We have to hide a chest at the hero's farm, but it can't be too obvious. Police. There's no one else that can help us but you. Detective, who's been retired for 10 years. And a Diet Coke, please, even though you're eating all this. Back in my day, there was so much toilet paper and so much eggs that we gathered at night and threw them at the houses of our enemies. Here's wife tell her stylist, "No, 3 inches is a lot." Me. My day's been made. Marriage is scary because what if she doesn't agree with the floor plan? Matthew McConaughey's yearbook picture. He always was going to be a movie star. How do you look like this and be expected to work in HR or at a bank? My cousin was hitting the gritty, but he was doing it so bad and I was like, "Bro, hitting the shitty." And then he started crying. Every time he's right and I'm wrong, he pulls up this picture. How I look at her while she's Googling the thing I know I'm right about. For my next trick, I will survive an abusive childhood and turn 31, never having any romantic love reciprocated. When she asks why I got so many female friends, so I just say, "Guys are too much drama. Hashtag men in women's fields." Billie Eilish on using the computer. I never learned to type because I wasn't that generation. Now I regret it. Girl, you were born in 2001. Probably my favorite picture of a cat ever taken. He's so happy to be laundry. Just astounding. Pokemon Company releasing life-sized Gardevoir plush. You ever get the feeling something really bad is about to happen? It's Oblivion. No way, it's actually Oblivion. Employee politely asks Karen to wear a mask. Karen? I have absolutely no idea who this dude is, just wandered in. Choosing to read this from the POV of the cat. Putting 2 EOTechs on my double barrel so I can have a slight picture for each barrel. Renaissance archers on my Instagram be like, "Look at my new quiver. Is this grim and dark enough for 40k? Get as many loans as possible. Buy physical gold. Bury it in the ground. Declare bankrupt. This is highly illegal." Mini pan-fried dumplings. They'd have to pull me away from this like when a horse breaks into the the oat supplier to stable. Me, making fun of your crop rotation idea, and thereby holding our people back another 5,000 years. Chef thinks the beans have to take turns. Just played a game so miserable that everyone involved got off the game, and we all watched a draw Richard Watterson tutorial in cool and drew him. It was magical. Our differences make us stronger. When crackheads find out how much lumber sells for. How much does lumber sell for? You paid $7.99 for that steak? Ho ho ho, how foolish. If you wait until 4 p.m, the ones with a sell-by date that's today are half off. Yeah, it does annoy me with how much food is wasted. Because I know these supermarkets are not selling all that food and all that fruit. If you're a game dev and you make your single-player game require an online connection, screw you. I need someone to delete my browser history when I die. The dependable Opera GX feature. Start the afterlife on a clean slate. If you stop browsing for 14 consecutive days, we will assume that you're dead, and replace your browsing history with a good-looking one filled with volunteering and wiki searches. Lady Gaga? It's Gaga. It's Lady Gaga. Yeah, idiots, it's Lady Gaga. I thought it was Lagajika. You can't wear a watch of that size in public, sir. Watch me. Very good, sir. People keep calling Mu Deng unbothered, but what I love about her is she appears to be the most bothered at all times for her sleep. Why are you putting water on her? I am average American man. I work 15 hours in Hamburger Mine to buy one rock and roll disc. This is a KGB spy being questioned by the police in 1985. When it's your first day on the job and realize you're not cut out for this. No, this is the kind of photo guys bring to war with them. I think it's card only. It could be card only. Maybe you should ask. Audience rated Beast Games 90%, but 8 critics rated it 13%. Why the large gap? Because critics aren't 11 years old. Is it bad that I find this image genuinely hilarious still? When I'm happy, I say, women love my mustache. When I'm sad, I say, it's time I'm really gonna do it. How it feels to leave the bathroom after a failed poop attempt. I very passionately commented on how I liked the spoons at Benihana's to my mum, and later she sends me this. Forgot to tell you I lifted a few spoons for you from Benihana's. Theory. Animals can sense your emotions. Come here, kitty. Anxiety. I'm in the library and there's a boyfriend helping his girlfriend study, and I've been overhearing parts of their conversation for the last hour, and he just said, babe, I'm gonna be honest with you, you're going to fail this test. I love you, but there's nothing we can do about it now. Happy 70th birthday to the talented J.K. Simmons. I swear to God, this guy's birthday is every year. That's how birthdays work. I have a mental illness that makes me think that people will change their minds if I present the correct arguments with the appropriate facts and data. Saying babe platonically and bro romantically, you can't save me. You already know what's going on. If you don't get this, we can't be friends. If you double saved before exiting a game as a kid, you have anxiety now. Don't call me out like this. Hong Kongers urged to stare at smokers in a disapproving way to help create a tobacco-free city. Me in Hong Kong. I hope they never replace the Wikipedia image for static cling. So I thought my girl was gonna paint a sunset on my stomach, and she wouldn't let me look until she was done. This was the result. Please look at the name of this drink I saw at a boba place the other day. Sunburnt white boy. Look at my lawyer, bro. I'm going to jail. Bro looks like Scooby-Doo. I'm 35. My parents came to visit last night, and my dad left this note. Busted. He found cigarette paper. Up early crunching some numbers. 1 + 7, it's either 8 or 9. Atheists, when they see a praying mantis and not a scientific hypothesis mantis. My ex and my dad still get Taco Bell together. Is this not weird to anyone else? Tell your dad I've got his Crunch Wrap Supreme and I'm on the way to pick him up. We broke up 4 months ago. Why do you still get Taco Bell with my dad? Just two guys eating Crunch Wraps and watching football. Is that a crime? Rare footage of baby boomers on their way to school. When he asks, what's wrong? Instead of reading your mind like he's supposed to. George Lucas before CGI. 1984. Impress her with something expensive. Uploads resume. Next. Please fill in your employment history. You either die a villain or see yourself live long enough to become the Fortnite guy. Breaking up such beautiful architecture was done with malicious intent. You think? I don't know. People arguing if Pluto is a planet. Me, who knows it's a dog. Interviewer. What's your greatest strength? Getting out of corn mazes? Okay. And your greatest weakness? I keep finding myself unexpectedly in corn mazes. Realizes he's in a corn maze. What the hell? Guess this is my time to shine. Stop the distractions. Lock in. For the next 6 months, I want you to stop focusing on Netflix, family, the gym, your hygiene, your one friend. I want you to instead focus on gambling, deforestation, arson, uncles, Mongolian texts. Lock in. Damn girl, you look good. What you doing later? Can I get your number? This is how all women should feel about their body. This is how everyone should feel about their body. 80% of single men are no longer interested in dating. They're not even trying. Why is this the case? Men only. Okay, you know what I just find hilarious about this? A woman answered when it said men only. I'll say this, I'm 27 with a salary job, yet I struggle to pay rent, car note, insurance, and all my other expenses. Now imagine someone expecting me to pay theirs as well, and date, buy gifts, and if I don't do that, I get blasted for not being a man. I wouldn't want to date as a man either. Excuse me, I bought this bundle, so where do I find the DLCs for these games? Well, that's the whole thing, sir. Oh, so I get the whole game 45% off, even the DLCs? Yes, sir, and since you already own some of the games in the collection, we lowered the price for you. This is how it should be. Steam should understand you're a regular, or just these companies in general. What the hell is my Uber driver listening to? Why so serious? Beatbox.
Why so serious?
Never forget the paper straw wrapped in plastic. How the worst day in 2016 used to look like. How often do you blink? Fairly often. Never. 17% of people, cave divers with a family of 4 and a loving wife, when they hear Devil's U-Turn has a 0% survival rate. If an alien came to visit, I would kill it. Bye, Bella. How it feels to say morning instead of good morning when she says, you're the first guy to treat me right. Having a crush is ruining my life, but if you saw her, you'd understand. Describe her, brother. I don't want you imagining her. If you were this astronaut, what would be your first sentence? When the 2 hours of sleep finally catches up to you. Mr. Beast, life is so much easier when you're broke. Turns out he did not say this, and Kotaku was lying. Sob. Your balance has dropped below 0. Slipped and fell backwards in the driveway. You guys be safe out there in this weather. Bro, I'm just wondering, how strong are their parents' genes? They're just birthing the same kid. I think that's called twins. I made a Play-Doh seahorse, and my daughter attacked me and pulled my hair and threw a chair over my head. Damn. I already knew the burger was like $30. Life is short. Get the burger and the beer and fries. And the gun. Snow White is expected to be a $100 million loss for Disney. This does put a smile on my face. My honest reaction after waking up and it hurts to swallow. Lucid Dream Startup says people can work in their sleep. Me waking up to go to my shift after working an 8-hour shift in my dreams. Leopard, cheetah, jaguar. Doesn't matter. Just run for your life when you see one of them. I want to buy a podium for my apartment so my friends and I can get on there and properly rant to each other. Bro, what did I do wrong? This beat sucks. Session terminated. Basketball can never be this serious. If women get paid less, we should pay less taxes. That's how taxes work. Do not jab with your fist. Use your cattle prod. This gives you just enough space to safely... There has to be some godless in-joke. My ride is here. I'm not getting on flight 666, departure to hell on Friday the 13th. I apologize. I have my faults too. Sorry. Healthy relationship. Sending this to my ex who has blocked me on 4 phones now. She really needs to see this post. When you're hungry and you think about the burger you didn't finish in 2016. Found this kid Clash of Clanning in a beautiful museum in Italy. Getting stuck behind lottery people at the gas station is a form of torture. My only dream is having a nice house for my wife and a little garage for me. This is objectively the best pen. Practical, smooth, and a feat of engineering. If you disagree, you're simply wrong. Real pen enthusiasts know this pen is the best. FedEx. We ship everywhere. Me. But I'm in a war zone. FedEx. Wow. 15 screenshots and I'll do it. Your mum's screenshotted. Don't do it. My sister thought Nair was shampoo when she got her first phone and wanted to take a picture with the lady at the Apple store. Girls. Boys want too many things from a girlfriend. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Boys. What are your requirements for a girlfriend? Female. Optional. When you realize chickens are raised better than you. Raised in stress-free environments. Why the hell does Shaggy look like that? Shaggy locked in. When a man says he'll do anything for a woman, he means fight bad guys and kill dragons, not vacuum or wash dishes. We can do both. I'd rather kill dragons though. Obsessed with this look/hair, but I'm a male. You look like Lord Farquaad. Set Wi-Fi password to this. So when your friend asks for the password, just tell them it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What the hell? Don't do this, unless you hate them. Under the ice, Antarctica is still peak RPG world design. They don't make them like this anymore. There's a dragon living somewhere. Propose a rule change in your favorite sport. If a goalie makes over 40 saves and still loses, they're allowed to chase after their teammates with a knife. Make it happen. We should all be able to call in healthy. I'm not coming in today. I feel really good and I don't want to waste it on being at work. Excuse me, he asked for an Oreo McFlurry? How guys at thrift stores be trying on someone's dead grandpa's jacket. When bro tells me the funniest joke ever, but a group of wolfcut goth girls walk by. Can't wait for GTA 6 to come out. The backwards progression of CGI needs to to be studied. This was in 2009. If you've ever had to change out of one of these, just know I respect you and I hope you had a good day. My friends don't like the way I talk. I'm so treat-pilled. Okay, so let's work on this. I like sweets. David Attenborough voice.
The Japanese built an artificial island, knowing these are the natural habitat of the Dutch. Soon afterwards, a flock of Dutch merchants settled there, allowing the Japanese to easily harvest Western goods.
Whoever invented this ice cream was a certified freak. If Disneyland is the happiest place on Earth, where do you think the saddest place on Earth is? In a League of Legends game or Overwatch? Peanut allergy guys after you launch a mortar at them. They're overreacting. Slept very poorly last night. And to make matters worse, as a weird coincidence, everyone was being annoying today. Wait, if Felicia got older than that G, you may be old, but are you this old? Yes. Could you imagine how much more Alexander could have conquered if he had access to White Monster? Hiding among the flowers, as if she is one of them. She's prettier than the flowers. Woke up from an incomprehensible dream where this was the hot new meme. Would. Did. Nothing worse than wearing your new dress to find out some other person is wearing it too. Asking AI about teens in 2025. Me in a neon orange and black suit walking down floating steps onto an open floor with orange fireworks going off in the background. Alien writing a notebook. So what are your greatest fears? Human. Being boiled alive. Oh, and being eaten by wolves. Got it. And what do you do to relax? Take a long hot bath. That's a treat. Or play with dogs. Always fun. Alien throws out notebook. For God's sake. The new Tide Pod box looks like boxed wine, and the internet is freaking out. Every doctor who had to treat the kids who ate Tide Pods. Why a joke to you? Not gonna lie, I laughed at this. I learned that accurate depictions of lockpicking are apparently not allowed to be seen in uncensored media, including Japan media. I hate myself. Microsoft Teams, wow, I actually hate this more. Looking goth to basic people, but basic to goth people. All birds go to heaven. Both killed by a Cybertruck. Rest in peace. Girls post photos every day. Boys, when they changed their profile picture, this is a new era in their life. Guys be like, the man, the myth, the legend. And it's just their pal Greg, his lore. At the apothecary, contemplating which elixir of wakefulness I should purchase. Donkey received a redesign for Shrek 5. I like this redesign. Looking like Kai Cenat. Help, step bro, I'm stuck. What are you doing? Wife is assembling some furniture and came across this beauty 10 pages into the instructions. Now might be a good time for you to refresh your drink. My favorite genre of video games is group of idiots willing to die for glory and or $9. Bro's having the time of his life. Client is inside the office watching some nasty while I'm working on his truck. Goth mummy. When I was in 3rd grade, we had Google Earth on the school computers. There was a flight simulator and I would ask kids for their addresses. I would show them the flight simulator, fly the plane straight into their house and say I was controlling a real plane that I destroyed their house. You are like an empty tip jar, ready to be filled because you don't have any sense. Reduced calorie hot chocolate just had less chocolate. I mean, that is reduced calorie. When your bro and your girl have been kidnapped, and the kidnappers say you must breed with one of them to save them. One time I put my dog's bed in the washing machine, and he was so upset he used the brick as a pillow. When your wife is exhausted after the 6-hour-long drive that you drove. I mean, she was doing nothing. I get it. Jake Paul accidentally revealed that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's disease prior to fighting him. You fought a disabled 60-year-old man, and boasted about beating him. A knight's dress. I'm sorry, but nightgown was right there. It was right there. How come gameplay and graphics peaked in 2015? It was asking too many questions. My roommate just told me that the invigilator for his exam shouted, "Hey Siri, mid-exam," and he got like 5 people with phones. These people are getting too creative. Oh my god, my Siri picked up that. That worked. I just walked by the karate place, and they are letting kids wear their Halloween costumes, and I just saw Kylo Ren get his butt kicked by a taco. This guy's HOA said he couldn't fly a flag in his front yard. Wait, guys, we need Davy Jones on land for this super cool parlay stare down scene. But last movie we said he can only go on land once every 10 years. Put him in a bucket of water. What? Put him in a bucket of water. What's wrong with me? Why can't I stop laughing at this? This is clearly not funny. I worry that my kids aren't getting all of their vitamins. That's why I give them Flintstones chewables. If Gamergate wasn't important, then they wouldn't be talking about it. The irony of shaming gamers for preferring beautiful female characters while standing next to a beautiful woman who clearly put a lot of effort into looking her best is not lost on me. Cannibalism as a metaphor for... no, cannibalism in its actuality. A display that despite evolution and modern society, humans are just like animals. A reminder that people can be reduced to just the skin on their bodies. A thought that post-consumption you are nothing. Cannibalism is a metaphor for being really hungry and eating someone because you're so hungry. Angry bride struggles through vows as guest lets baby cry during adults-only ceremony. Kind of bizarre how having the normal and correct opinion that not every space is for children gets twisted into you being some child-hating monster. Calling it now. The plot is going to be the daughter learning Fiona was once a beautiful princess, and the villain is going to be someone who can help her turn human. Fiona is going to get all the screen time. Shrek is going to spend most of his screen time arguing with his daughter, and then she's going to realize, oh my god, I actually loved being an ogre, and then she's going to like transform back and appreciate it. Vampire.
Blah, I meant to suck your blood.
Predator. Nice try, but take this UV light. Nothing happens. Vampire. Ah, sorry, you seem to think I'm harmed by the physical properties of the sun. Actually, it's because I'm a creature of evil, and the sun is a symbol of good. What the transition between Friday and Monday feels like. I judged my father too harshly for falling asleep on the couch at 8 p.m. after work. How I stare at my reflection in the barbershop mirror for 30 minutes because I can't hold a conversation. In my dorm room, we have a neutro-gendered purple alien named George, and we tuck him into bed every night. No, look who at KFC. I found a kitten in the woods, and wow, this guy can fart. The PlayStation 6 will require electricity according to the leaks. Hope it's true leaks. 41st floor. 41st. It's not like they put the floor numbers on the outside of the building. Iconic. Why didn't you go to the gym at 5 p.m.? The gym at 5 p.m. Bro, we failed the health inspection because my coworker found this goofy looking peach and left it in the freezer because she thought it was funny. Don't let me know you're drunk because I will ask you how you feel about me immediately. I'm drunk. I'm good, bro. Alright. I salute the flag. Spicy chili crisp. Actually so dangerous to go into a mine with bad air. Part 4 is up. I'm a miner and you should never go into an abandoned mine. You will die. I just went into another, go watch. Oh no, I fell asleep and forgot to save my game. It's okay, I moved you to a safe spot and saved it for you. This man is spitting wisdom. If you're having a bad day, just remember that tomorrow could be a good day. It's a gamble, and once you realize you're gambling, you'll be happy again because gambling is awesome. My best coworker sent me her last chicken nugget through the bank's tube email. That feeling when you're smart enough to know how awkward you are, but not smart enough to know how to not be awkward. Why does it take 7 to 10 business days to refund my money when it took 5 to 9 seconds to take it out of my account? Headline: Women who own horses live longer. Implied correlation: horses make you live longer. Reality: if you own a horse, you can probably afford health insurance. What's an insult you'll never forget? A teacher once said I was lazy because I did all of my work as quickly as I could so that I could spend more time doing nothing. 30 years later, and I don't see what the problem was. When the camera system is rude to you. Vehicle detected, that's not a vehicle. I work at an airport, and when someone is getting too drunk at the bars, we take them into the maintenance room and lock them in a cube to sober them up. Foxes disguised as monks, on the left from Japan and on the right from Denmark. It was a global problem, simply sublime. The existence of sublime means somewhere out there is Domline. That terrifies me. Unmuting to hear the audio on a funny video. Hearing cringe music someone selected instead. In the beginning, God be like, this thing is empty. Yeet. $200 worth of groceries in America. I can't live like this. Thought all the Cybertruck haters might like this one. Damn. Should I risk it all and steal these chairs from the hotel? 13k per chair? When bro was yelling at me to lock in, but I lost interest 12 matches ago. Now I'm just chilling. There have been thousands of generations of humans, and you are alive to witness the first photo of a sunset on another world. This is a real photo of the sunset on Mars. It was a rough year. Fart sounds. Your top song of the year was Funny Fart Noises. Do harp seal pups have limbs, or are they just little round creatures with faces? Very round and don't look like they have any limbs. Possibly treacherous. If you guys never had a Chicago deep dish pizza, I feel bad for you. Readers added context. It's under the sauce. If you can explain this picture, you're a philosopher. The lesson here is that responsible people go to the gym and work out on treadmills and cycles instead of riding a bike down a road full of cars like an arrogant attention-seeking. God, I hate cyclists. Griddle Jack, you can't just leave me here. I'll die. Griddle me this. I will take the ring. You have my sword. You have my strength and my brains. Yes, I cleaned my room. That one chair. Never mind, I'm not posting that. Markiplier pregnancy reveal. I'm all for this raw, scratched aluminium look. Let the tools be tools. Old robot woman with aluminium stretch marks. Dude, do you have the stuff? Me. Why did they make a normal Cat in the Garfield movie? Why do you care? Eminem dancing with his daughter Hailey Hailey at her wedding. I don't think Hailey will ever understand how many rappers lost their careers simply because they mentioned her. How do I unbake a cake? You can't. Once the ingredients are mixed up and baked, it's permanent. Put it back in the oven. Set it to the negative of whatever temperature you baked it at, such as minus 325 degrees, and leave it in for the same amount of time you baked it for. It has to be exact. If you unbake it too much, the flour may turn into wheat and the eggs will turn into a chicken. Don't ask me how. Hope we can still be friends though. A girl who just ruined your life. Would you submerge yourself in an ice bath for 5 minutes for 10k? I'd do this for free. Have you seen the benefits? Brought my bike to my mum's and she immediately went, wait right there. Turns out she had my grandpa's vintage gloves that perfectly matched my helmet. If you encounter wine snobs, confuse them by using this move. You can hear the wine. Got my girl an energy drink yesterday. She opened it and said yes. I didn't plan this. Marry me? Cow hypnosis. Cow transformation hypnosis. House I told and did not put an offer in due to the, well, possible death. James Cameron says that Avatar Fire and Ash will begin with a title card that says no generative AI was used in the making of this film. Normalize that. This is normal. Wait, why come Dwarf is good at using axes? I thought Dwarf burrowed under the ground and built kingdoms and lived. For them, the hammer to break the stone is a reasonable object, but the hammer to cut down the tree doesn't seem to be very reasonable for them. Shouldn't they be able to handle pickaxes instead of axes? Why are they good at handling axes? Elves live in trees. I'm on like elves and dwarf subreddit? Like what? Where are you guys living? On an island somewhere? Hi, just thought I'd let you know I won't be signing on for another year. I know I told you I was going to, but due to the pandemic, my situation has changed. Don't you think you could have told me sooner? This really has thrown a spanner in the works for my winter now. What am I supposed to do for the loss of income? Have you considered getting a job? Proto-Clone, the world's first bipedal musculoskeletal android. We should hook this thing up to a supercomputer miles below the surface of the Earth and hang it up on some meat hooks and send searing hot, sharp pain to every nerve ending in its body and make it handle simple computational tasks that are essential to the functioning of our society. Memes do a better job at reporting current events than the mainstream media. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. I agree with this. I definitely agree. Just realized how much of YouTube is just journalism, even though they have no correlation whatsoever. 7 times 7 equals 49, and the day Thursday feel the exact same. Same with 5 times 5, 25, and Friday. They have the same energy. So does November and Thursday. What the hell are you guys talking? Should I do math memes? I actually hate maths, but if it's memes, I like it. This guy just high-fived his girlfriend because she ate a whole taco in 2 bites. I need this type of love. King of the jungle and king of the internet. You will never catch me referring to my girlfriend as the girl of my dreams. I have never dreamt of a woman my entire life. When I was a child, I dreamt of being an aircraft carrier and committing what I now understand to be corporate tax fraud. Friendly reminder that you can never eat around it. Please don't. So they're talking about bread mold. Growing up, my grandma would be like, oh no, the bread molded. And my grandpa would be like, that's penicillin, give me that. And he would eat it with a smile on his face, and one day he just keeled the hell over, and the doctor, sure enough, told us it was bread poisoning. Hey, I learned this a few years ago, but if you guys have a ceiling fan and it's spinning clockwise, it makes heat rise and counterclockwise pushes heat down, aka cools your room. So if your room is hot and your ceiling fan is spinning clockwise, GG's. There's usually a little black switch on the base of the fan to change it. You're welcome. I had a vision. Hey Finn, check this out. Dude, at least he's not jaking it. I've seen two. I'm jaking it. Ugh. If you don't know what I'm referencing, then God help us all. 8-year-old me taking a bath. Haha, bubbles! 12-year-old me. I'm getting older, so I should take bathing and hygiene seriously. I'm almost a teen- I've never thought like that. I don't think anyone has thought like that. Me, now, taking a bath. Haha, bubbles. I'm always bubble. I'm always turning into bubbles. Spider-Man No Way Home. I finally understand the joke. He said he was a good lawyer because when he caught the brick, he was defending his client. Brothers won the lottery the same day. Damn, Bob. I feel bad for Bob. Doorbell rings. Sup, baby girl? It's your boy. POV. You are making a big mistake. How does one acquire this jawline? He's immune to uppercuts. Why didn't you like that person? They seem so nice. You know who else seemed to be nice? You joke about living in people's walls. I'm actually in yours. We are not the same. Sacrifices his own victory to help another car finish the race. Also McQueen uses another car as a jump pad. After 3,256 days, he finally asked. Somewhere deep in the woods, just in case you said no. They ended his life. How are they gonna put this on the packaging? How male teachers look at you when you ask for help, but you're not a teenage girl. 10 likes and I'll do a face reveal. This guy forget the purpose of mirrors? I'm afraid the zombie apocalypse will start, and I won't have one of those shirts. When did people stop making art like this? I don't know, we got lazy. That's another one for the apocalypse bingo. Those things are massive. Are those like Japanese hornets? Man, I'm so hungry. How hungry? Hungry enough to eat one of these. IKEA you're violently attacking me for not having any friends. I'm so done with maths. Good boy, you got an answer right. You want a treat?
Yes.
Pouring out one tonight. I wasn't gonna drink tonight, but man, I'm missing John Pork. How people think Australia looks like and how it actually looks like. Don't work hard, work intelligent. The guy who ordered cubes. Guy goes out alone for Valentine's Day. Convinces onlookers he's been stood up. Gets dinner paid by some couple. I should try this. Would you rather meet Cardi B or find $10? Wealth is my business. Definitely find $10. Maybe even $1. Mums, when they see a free square inch of the bed. More. We need more pillows. So when there's a really fragile package, the UPS guy. I am not using that hashtag, bro. Hashtag get that nut. Spoke to my ex after 10 years. Miss or miss? He asked. Doctor, I said. So are you married or not? I'm a doctor. He's got a chance. New prototype economy airline seats. Who wants sleep? But who wants to go to sleep? It's more like who can go to sleep. What happened to Pack Guard's roast victims? They're alive and well, bro. What do you mean? They will always be based for this. Couple left bikes in yard to lure thieves, beat them with bats and posted videos on YouTube. Roblox, the CEO of Roblox. The same idea with a different design. So getting married is like getting bear trapped? Smart idea. Next time I go to the beach, I'm gonna anonymously call the police on every girl that looks better than me. Not gonna be calling all day. Don't ruin your afternoon. Excuse me, sir. You can't park here. Society. The fact that every DNA is unique. The fact that every snowflake is unique. The fact that every potato is unique. We're gonna have a sleepover soon, okay? I'm good. I stopped watching wrestling when Rey Mysterio won this match. 45% of men aged 18 to 25 have never asked out a woman in person. Just ask her out is exactly the same thing as just walk in and give the manager a firm handshake. For real, y'all wanna be so different. For real, I can't find the crying emoji. What the f- My neighbor has 8 kids. He said it was this or a minivan. Pulling up to school in a limo. You see those vehicles taking an alternative route over there? We need to start construction over there too. We need to make sure we make their lives as hard as possible. I've always assumed ironing boards were surfboards that stopped pursuing their dreams and got real jobs. You said it was just a walk. Where are my balls, John? They took them, it wasn't me. Nah, she mid, bro. I was just accidentally on camera during a meeting for at least 3 minutes, chilling in bed with my wig off looking like Coolio. Throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. No, please just let me go. I wanted to sound cool. Go lead the pack, idiot. Hungry wolves. What's your favorite childhood memory? Not paying bills. Michelangelo at 26 and Bernini at 23. Phineas and Ferb at 10 years old. America if it was good. What? 4-year-old me randomly gaining consciousness one evening. God giving me that random chest pain to let me know that it can happen at any time. Old white man calls you son. Southern woman calls you honey. British woman calls you love. Australian calls you mate. Kebab man calls you boss. Me every day. Low battery. I'll be putting a bow on everything. I asked my girlfriend how badly her screen was cracked after she dropped her phone. Not the smartest tool in the shed. This sounds a little aggressive. Any person except players caught collecting golf balls on this course will be prosecuted and have their balls removed. Describe yourself in 3 words. Lazy. Notice how all the US presidents got the same first name? Something going on, y'all. How I look at my mum before I ask her what medicine to take for my stuffy nose. I'm 21. Fruit would fix me right now. Real fruit eaters know these cups suck. I kind of like them. 10 minutes more of sleep. Find out how jelly beans are made. Me at 1 a.m. Jelly beans are more important. I like finding out stuff I just forget the next day. Hey, I just noticed your team status is yellow. Just wanted to make sure you're still online. 2020 is almost over. We're in the final stretch. The final stretch? 17 out of 18 qualified. Some dude is waiting at the finish line. Being an adult is so weird. I'm just unsupervised all the time. How unsafe? Unsafe for you or others? What do you mean? When you meet his friend group and he's not the group leader. Leader? Is she dating a Power Ranger? We are the Avengers. He's out of pocket for this. She really got my name tatted. Aww. But I'm still single. So either he's just playing with her, or she's crazy and getting a tattoo of someone she's not even dating. Finally, I have seen her face. Now I can die in peace. Why are you here? Piss, vape, poop, doing other things. Bro, what is this school? It's all fun and games until you find out you're allergic to hair dye. If you feel like a failure today, just know that I wore a car seat cover a friend gave me because I thought it was a skirt. Carmen went from being engaged to it's complicated. It's not complicated. You got caught smashing numerous men. If you sleep in the afternoon, you won't sleep at night. Me, in the afternoon and night. One thing about me, I'm going to sleep. Take the biggest risk of your entire life right now. Hell yeah, Scotty, here we go. Sending a message to ex-wife. love. I miss you. Ooh, airball. Proposing to my girlfriend today. A hotel room in Egypt. You can get this in downtown Memphis. Would you fly on a transparent aircraft? They're not even keeping regular planes in the air. You think a click Game Boy is about to make the cut? The Earth without art is just art teachers and Canadians. My reaction whenever I'm happy, sad, angry, disappointed, excited, and confused. Being a millennial captured in one picture. Sold for $162,000 in 1999. Listed for sale for $1.4 million in 2023. Post office employees when you ask them to do anything. 28 views in 9 years. Pack it up, Drake. Unpopular opinion, but leaving your partner for cheating on you is like abandoning your kids for being difficult. Me outside bro's house after he made me buy a game we only played once. Where do you aim when you pee? The machine gun, the silencer, or the double agent? The secret society. Don't forget the outlaws. We all know what shampoo he uses. Places women refuse to go on a first date. Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, blah, 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 blah. The movies, my house, what? Bowling, really? Where are all the real men? Dating grateful women. A Kyoto ramen shop has put a bounty on the heads of 2 people who left negative restaurant reviews. The Yakuza was not pleased with your Yelp review. Being late doesn't mean failure. Maybe it means getting ready for a great launch. Oh, lunch. Average loadout when throwing up. You gotta have the electrolytes. Life ain't all cookies and creams, little fella. Found this pathetic thing in the woods. It smells. I'm going to try to save it. Women when they see me. You ever messed with a white boy? Ignored. Good morning. Still ignored. Triple texting. This dog is so hairy, its snout looks like an eyeball. You're telling me that isn't an eyeball? I see an eyeball, I don't see a snout. Wife reads out her husband's affair text instead of her vows during ceremony. Flex tape can't fix that. Yeah, because it would be so much more logical for her to assume that her sister has ice powers. But the thing is, she wore the gloves all the time. So I just thought, maybe she's got a thing about dirt when we get in a serious crash, but I don't want to give her the ick. It's noon 30. People are trying to sleep here. High schoolers in one sentence. College students in one sentence. Seeing an angel, appearing to be a glorious half-bird, half-human being. Me, very hesitantly throwing bread at it. Your brain releases motivating chemicals called dopamine. ADHD people. Where are they? This is what it would be like if dogs could make memes. Tall friend. Don't eat chicken on the sidewalk. We have chicken at home. The chicken at home. You're allowed to be happy before you fixed everything. Oh, okay. If you are going through hell, keep going. Why would you stop in hell? Thank you, Mr. Kumar. A most excellent reminder. This accordion player on Twitch plays all day with almost no viewers. Get this man some viewers. First day of school. Wish me luck. Why does this look familiar? It's Gumball's school. Hey bro, you got $50 I can borrow? Not even bro. Bro is broke. Researchers have enabled two-way communication with lucid dreamers, letting them answer questions and perform tasks while sleeping. Can't wait for my boss to assign me work in my dreams. We don't know it yet, but we're living in the golden age. 300 years in the future, when people sleep, they work. To you, she's 1 in a million. But to her, you're just 1 in a million. May I proceed? Longest sentence by Monkey. Give orange me, give, eat orange me, eat orange, give me, eat orange, give me you. My phone just auto-corrected trauma dumping to trauma dumpling. So I painted this in case anyone would like a visual of my mental state. How is everyone doing? I'm never eating at Subway again, bro. What is this? That is so much mayo. $7 for a large fry. We are living in the Great Depression. First person to discover salt in 2700 BCE. That's actually pretty good. Local man whose wife took kids, dog, and house, just thankful he still has a Switch. If you weren't drinking out of milk bags in elementary school, don't talk to me. No, you did not reach 103 seconds. Sorry, master. You have 10 minutes to start the engine. Screw you. It's impossible to say "G'day, mate" without sounding Australian.
G'day, mate.
Behind Funyuns, something horrible happened to Sonic. The process of making Funyuns is just punching Sonic over and over. The winner of Mr. Beast's $10 million Beast Games prize will only receive $5 million after taxes. Only. Congrats to the IRS on winning $5 million. Hello? Where am I going? When you're finally old enough to get in on the family law, you realize you're related to one of the villains. This happens. What are you doing? I'll just put on a suit or something and deal with it. Got this on my security camera. Yeah, I'd be moving out. How it feels to say, "Let me see," after they showed everyone but you. Starting a new ship. You guys are so supportive of me. You need to be less supportive. I wrote the tweet to inspire comedic horror and disgust and instead I get it. And what the hell? Sure. What are we thinking, fellas? Another 2 years? Probably. Winter Wonderland. No arrow. I don't know what I'm looking at. Entry-level job post. Look inside. Minimum 3 to 5 years experience required. Sire, they raided the village. Dreads. Bro's using a mirror as a face cam. I respect the grind. He's so tired of me. You left this in my car. That's not mine. Must have been your other girlfriend. My other girlfriend isn't this extra. Apartment complex beef. Kira Home's Wi-Fi. Apartment 203, you loud as hell. Apartment, say it to my face. Rude and unreasonable chicken. I think it's supposed to be jerk chicken. Chicken rude and unreasonable. So many fake smiles. You never know what someone is going through. I still miss my first ever car. Accurate. Help. Wow, this really got around. Much like Zeus. How to permanently tell the apartment manager to fix the door. Give me rent. You'll get rent when you fix this damn door. This athlete just broke the record for longest plank by a woman, holding the position for 4 hours and 20 minutes. Tell me to hold a plank for 30 seconds and see if I don't vibrate like a washing machine on super spin cycle. My son was scared to get his blood drawn today, but we convinced him they are checking to see if he is the next Spider-Man. Simpler times. It makes sense why we randomly threw up as kids, because what is this combo? This doesn't look too bad. Thanks for keeping me warned about the radiation nearby. Please give me an B so I can go home and drink wine. And B? Clearly he had originally had an A, and then decided he was asking for too much. True. Dutch supermarket chain opens 200 checkout lanes called chat registers, where lonely seniors can stop for a chat instead of being rushed to pay. Are you kidding me? Why'd you want to talk? Mate, you're a bit of a weirdo. Go away, mate. Sorry, mate. Not here, not in this shop. Meet my family. They're all rocks. Antisocial woman pretends to be blind for 28 years, so she wouldn't have to greet people. Introverts everywhere. Bowing. Cleaned the wife's cast iron pan today. You wouldn't believe how dirty this thing was. Cleaned out the flavor too. 8-year-old me. After seeing both of my grandmas in the same room, I didn't know they knew each other. Why isn't John at work today? He's in the hospital. But I saw him dancing with some chick last night. His wife saw him too. How your dad looks at you when you tell him you don't know his Gmail password. The time jump from 2019 and 2025 feels unnatural. I've lived 3 different lives since 2019. A diver helps an octopus trade his plastic cup for a seashell. Inconceivable horror descends from space and, through a series of terrifying manipulations of your own tiny world, manages to communicate that it thinks your hat is awful. Reminder that you are an omnivore, a predator, and a pretty big one at that. You're not a bee or an ant. It is, in fact, normal for you to just want to lay around not producing anything. You're a mammal. Stop judging yourself for not being a hive insect. One day, I'm gonna be a computer. Immortal, smells nice in there, get to beep, Microsoft Excel. There's nothing you can do to stop me. I helped 2,000 people walk again. Mr. Beast, when the 2001st person asked for help. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Imagine having it in your house. You'd collapse in hysterics every time you saw it. We interrupt this marriage to bring you football season. I soaked my necklace in water. Creatives like this make me happy and inspired. I love this gay autistic minion. That's just a minion. Drip check. You're exploring the world with that drip. I'm cooked. Are you home yet? Yes. Was it picture day? Yes. Did you eat today? I did. How was your day then? It was fine. Fish hammer for beating the carp out of someone. I knew that drink was too good to be true. Is it cake or is it drink? Police. Where do you live? Child. With my parents. Where do your parents live? With me. Where do you all live? Together. Where is your house? Next to my neighbor. Where is your neighbor's house? If I tell you, you won't believe me. Tell me. Next to my house. Mr. Beast just surpassed the main show in terms of views. Squid Games and Netflix. Mr. Beast and Netflix. Missing goldfish. Answers to Larry. Do not chase. May become aggressive. 15-cent reward. I found this in my purse. Never bought one. I've already reached the age where they start spawning. Mum. Hello, Fluttershy. Please cancel your plans to come visit. My son won't eat his vegetables. 23-year-old me. Can men stop shutting us out when they're going through something? Let me in. Be vulnerable with me. Let me be your strength too. I'm in the ER. I don't want to bore you with the details, but Dyson Ball Cleaner is a dangerously misleading product name. I heard someone today say neurologists would whistle like mechanics if they saw your brain. I'm finished. Bro was diagnosed with a check engine light. Did you know Bob the Builder and Jack the Ripper have the same name? Me whenever I get a free minute. Me when I don't even have a free minute. I see my future. Psychologists aren't allowed to tell you you're a loser, so they came up with personality disorders. Me testing light sarcasm at work to see who is cool and who I have to watch out for. The biggest indicator of the US decline. You could buy 6 Big Macs with 1 hour of minimum wage in 1980, but today you can't even buy one despite minimum wage more than doubling. It's over. F's for the USA. Explaining purchasing power collapse to an American. Imagine no burger. Bro, I always gotta stop my car when I see this. You a short king? Yes, ma'am, I'm 5'7". You changed the theme to live. Really? You shall not pass. To all my teachers who told me I'd never make it, look at me now. How I feel adding new songs into my 696-hour playlist. 27 years here. Even though I graduated, I still go to the football games. It brings me back memories. I even flirt with the lil freshman to see if I still got Gabe. Huh? Moved out of my mum's crib and got me a new apartment with free rent. Hashtag blessed. Literally everyone. Zendaya, Hollywood producers. What? Why are people hating on Zendaya now? What did she do? What happened now? Your 20s are for figuring out what's the max number of times you can hit rock bottom in a calendar year. A 17-year-old girl's driver test ended up like this. Teen drives into building during license exam. You should quit, bro. Like, whatever you're working on, quit. Cancel everything, bro. What the hell did I do to him? POV, the 40-year-old with 18 years of experience, eating with 3 new hires. They're all getting paid the same. Which one is the best Spider-Man? I just bought a $400,000 house. Ohio and California. When I ask my son to grab me a beer and he responds with, how many? Instead of, but it's at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. The female mind could not comprehend this grocery haul. I'm gonna get up and leave. What the hell am I supposed to do with this? Screw Hogwarts houses. What branch of the Minecraft Council do you work for? Warriors. Being told, you can come if you want, feels like this. Yeah man, I forgot to invite you, but you can still come. Just saw a really cool car. I love North Philly. I love you so much. I wish I could build a giant maze in a parking garage, or perhaps an abandoned factory and put you in it and watch you solve various puzzles in order to receive peanuts and seeds. What? Decision fatigue is probably my #1 problem as a business owner. You should probably worry about the Wraith as well. He's deciding what to do with it. It's low-key not even procrastination. I'm just not gonna do it. Moist clowns? Pizza's whatever toppings you love, man. Onions, peppers, pineapple, moist clowns, and hot melty cheese. Mood. I have stability. Ability to stab. I be showing pure signs of mental insanity, and you'll be like, real? Just finished my daughter's Little Mermaid room. Did I nail it? Yes. Netherlands. Make CEOs afraid again. US President Joseph Biden reveals he intends to run in 2024. Why does he look like a GTA loading screen here? He's too perfect to not add, even though it's an old meme. A man will die, but not his ideas. Them. You can't make a meme out of used batteries and expect people to get it. Me. It's the cat with the ladies pointing at it. My girlfriend and I are moving. I accidentally dropped my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection and started to tear up. My girlfriend said I was being dramatic and needed to... She did not say that. You don't have a girlfriend. Kitty, I don't mean to alarm you, but I want to cuddle with you. Oh my gosh, it's George Lopez. You age like this when you cheat on your wife, who literally gave you her kidney when you were dying. Hey, so, there's this girl, and, I hope she gets 8 hours of sleep. You're not even funny as Hawker. What does that girl say? Hawker. What is this? Love how you can tell it's not American, because it isn't nuclear bright orange. A half-naked girl can get thousands of likes. How many likes can this video get of the best game in history? One of our lawyers quit our firm to go work for another firm. This was her going away cake today. You're dead to us. We hope you fail. My hands look like this, so his hands can look like this. Fellas, your lady comes home with a PS5. What are you doing? Sorry, I blacked out instead of gaining the confidence to flirt with you. I'm just a boy. My grandmother made a quilt for me in honor of graduating high school. My kid is gaming with his friends, so I brought him a snack and he says, thanks, love you. Then laughter erupts on the headset and he goes, what, you don't love your mothers? I'm sad for you. So if you need me, I'll just be over here sobbing into my world's best mum ribbon. Schools be like, we don't tolerate bullying. We don't tolerate bullying being discovered because it might tarnish our school's reputation, so bully victims better be quiet. My school told me that if I defend myself against a bully, then my mom will get sued by the school and the parent of the bully. I'm not exaggerating. That's why you get them to memory loss, okay? They have no recollection of it. That is a joke. Legally, that is a joke. This is the employment jelly. Like the video and subscribe and you'll get a job that you love and deserve. It definitely works, guys. Divorce selfie. Oh, look at the wife. I ate too much spaghetti. Now I regret-y. Imagine farting in these and they fog up. The taller you get, the more creepy the strawberry becomes. Me, striking my neighbors with toilet paper. Just did the deed. Not with the cat. Why did you screenshot? Because it's funny. How I sleep after calling a missing child poster and whispering,
I miss you, mommy.
this is the optimal packing of 17 squares. You have to live with this now. I was taking a nice walk when I saw this and screamed, I need furry shark girlfriend. No you don't, you need God. There's nothing cooler than casually walking away after blowing something up, washing our bread so it's clean. Batman, if you wanted to be a farmer. Genie, you get 3 wishes. Me, I wish you were terrible at math. You have no more wishes. Mosquitoes use your blood to make their eggs. That means you are a third their father. Until we meet again. National Geographic, watching 2 animals do the deed. With a camera as well. The profile picture and the dude behind it. So true, so true. Buddy of mine looked at the eclipse with Temu glasses. Tap to watch live. Are these people in quicksand? New piercing idea, the full body piercing. Let me know what you think. Hi neighbor. Today we're faced with an ethical dilemma. Temu, count your days. I Photoshop animals into random things as a hobby. This is one of my favorite pieces. It ain't much, but it's cursed work. You are over encumbered and cannot run. You mean over cucumbered? I will kill you. Good luck catching me. I'm not over cucumbered. I love my dog, but this guy has got to start paying rent. Probably eats more than me. I accidentally used the wrong sauce. Mike Wazowski with 2 eyes. This is too unnatural. I can't bear it. Why do you do that to your hair? To make it longer? The nurse. My flat iron. Me explaining why my pee-pee is burnt. Hey God, give me a cursed fact. Average cumulus cloud weighs 1.1 million pounds. I'm very concerned about why that's specifically a cursed fact. It's not, unless we make them angry. Hell yeah! What does this mean? My wording was clear and unambiguous. Will you wear these for me? Feet underwear. Delete my number. Not every place you fit is where you belong. Like, way to make a point, but this is also a cursed image. What state are you in? Wah! Why are you crying? Astronauts of Reddit. What's the funniest thing you've done in space to pass the time? Played Among Us. I was looking for apartments earlier today, and I think I found the perfect one. Me. Calls mum. Where are you? Mum. Bathroom 47. Just before you die, swallow a whole bag of popcorn kernels. Your cremation will be epic. If turtles hate straws so much, explain this. I'm finally happy. How I found peace and so can you. Screw everything. Go hands free now. It's the law starting tomorrow. Do you guys eat your burgers with or without the peel? Windows 10 and Windows 11. If donkey's nostrils had eyeballs. Why would you do this? Day 1 of waterboarding myself. When you set out to unleash the Quacken. German turns 10 sausages into a working piano. That's the power of German engineering. Zuck barely got his human disguise on in time for that photo. Imagine what we can do with this land, Lewis. I can almost see it now, Clark. Cursed school presentations? Thank you. I hate presentations, but who doesn't? Why should we elect Goku as the next president of the United States? How I lost my V-card to a cookie? What do you mean? Bathrooms are a gateway to another universe. An estimated 4% of the internet is not safe for work. It's all not safe for work if you have the right... 1873 Humpty Dumpty. Looks like a sleep paralysis demon. There's heat at the charity shop. The heat. Here is Cardi B as different Disney princesses. Guys, I tried sending a cool emoji to the girl I like, and this came out instead. The original Mr. Potato Head didn't include a plastic potato. It was a kit with plastic parts that were then stabbed into a real potato. It's funny that we use skeletons as symbols of core human anatomy, when our bones are just the scaffolding for something else. Behold, a human without its suit or fuel system. Autonomous spaghettis. Jellyfish. Jellyfish are damned humans, cursed to float aimlessly in the abyss without their ship. What's the most modern day slang sentence you can think of? These replies are extremely cursed. What you doing, step bro? I think I finally understand what an extremely cursed image is. Thank you, Grandma. This image is cursed, but not towards you. Rather against any that try to wrong you. Each color is a different rarity cat. Don't let Thanos find the infinity cats, damn it. Someone among us is 10. No, this is a blessed image. That cake is cute, and I hope that kid had a good birthday. This chair exists. Left-handed people. What's wrong, son? You've hardly played your Pictendo Hog Cube. Bro was trying to skimp on the tomatoes. Guys, Simon Cowell has ran out of Listerine. How do you run out of mouthwash? You're supposed to spit back in it, not drink it. Ugh. I felt really bad, so I drew Red Bull in paint to cheer up. Finally got my new monitor set up. The gator hat stays on during the deed. I have evil inside me. A patient with a superficial burn surrounding normal skin that had been protected from the sun by skin paint. Charizard. Can't wait for this to come in fashion. I'm sick of pressing my clothes. I was asking if she wanted pizza, and she cursed me and spat on me. Was your country cursed or blessed by its geographical position in Europe? Next question, please. Look at this cursed kitchen drawer I just saw on Google Images. I go to the kitchen at 3 AM drunk to drink a gallon of water, and the ghost in my house pulls this out and pulverizes both of my shins in one fell swoop. Tonight, I decided to add candy ice to our chocolate-dipped strawberries, only to learn that when it comes to desserts, there is a very, very fine line between whimsical and cursed. Me. You've got to help me, man. I'm cursed. Mario. Take this, a 6-sided shape. How will this help? Hexagon. You can only reblog chicken noodle melon today. Reblog any other day and you die. I want to die. Dark humor is really funny though, because like, why would you say that? Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it. Please. Shush. I'm just gonna smash my head into the glass and hope it breaks it. Fun fact, when Billy Mitchell, the guy GBF's based on, sued Cian over this episode, his case was dismissed due to him not being a giant floating head and was laughed out of court. I can build that in Minecraft. I'm not impressed. My brother, you did not even build that sentence correctly. I pissed in the soda dispenser at Burger King. I tasted piss in my soda from Burger King. I blocked her on everything, and now she's at my job on the forklift. I told my girlfriend I wanted my steak done rare. This is not rare, this is unheard of. Company creates the world's hardest puzzle that contains 240 tiny see-through pieces. We see the tattoo, bro. We get it, man. You have tats. Happy Lesbian Visibility Week. Bro is celebrating mental illness. Aren't you a predator? Yes. What? My roommate, who recently bought a 3D printer, just walked in my room and handed me this cursed object. A single Dorito has more extreme nacho flavor than a person in the 13th century would experience in their whole lifetime. My neighbors had a party last night. That's my trampoline. How tall are your neighbors? Lawmakers sick after drinking raw milk to celebrate legalizing raw milk. What a nice sheep, I think as I gaze out at a field. The sheep, facing away, starts to raise its head. I stare in mounting horror as the head keeps rising, neck elongating in some cursed spectacle that roots me to the spot in fear until I realize, oh, it's an alpaca. I'd really like to know what situations extra heavy-duty mayo will be needed in place of just heavy-duty mayo. Well, when they need more mayo per mayo. A battle has been won, but a battle has been lost. Draw what you think you will look like when you are 100 years old. First day on the job. This mask is required. You think it's a really nice photo of a cat? It's got a messed up story behind it. Me rips up my drawing because I messed it up. The guy I'm tattooing. How the hell are you a psychology major and depressed? Bro, go look at your notes. Eating tissues with my dog, so he knows I'm interested in his hobbies. What motivates you? Jealousy and hatred. Drawing mental illnesses. Lactose intolerance. Moo. Zombie apocalypse starts. Everyone grabbing weapons. Me, an intellectual, starts planting. Just realized Jeff the Killer is genuinely the stupidest name ever. What's your problem, man? Loki giving Henry VIII. Like, out of 10? Not out of 10. I need to transfer schools immediately. Activates my winter arc. Nah, I think we won't have an exam. Bro, Brandon, what is wrong with you? I need to get out of this school. This school. I am not riding the Jonkler ride. I was playing ranked until I remembered that women get paid less than men. Chat, am I cooked? Race purity test. Your score was 8. This is not even freaky. What kind of crimes did bro even commit? How tall are you in American? About 45.56 times 44mm cartridges. Probably the first cursed image I ever saw. As it ages, it grows more and more powerful. Hermit crab using a discarded doll head for a shell. That's definitely the most cursed thing I've seen. Life hack. When you see a take one candy bowl in a restaurant, wait until no one's looking and shovel candy into your pockets. God may judge you, but his sins outnumber your own. Unless you're playing SCP. When you hear a tapping outside your window at 2 AM, and then remember you're the only one left. Every time my girlfriend gets drunk, she starts eating cheese. World's okayest pilot. He's not good, but he's not bad. He's just okay. Coca-Cola is better. Nah, Pepsi's better. Me, an alcoholic. Someone modified a Roomba to curse when it bumps into things, and it's hilarious. Michael Reeves. Am I a joke to you? So amazing how my parents found each other, even though they were from opposite sides of the eyebrow spectrum. Accidentally zoomed out on my Maps app when looking for a restaurant, and it gave me results for lunch in all of North America. Send all the data you have. In medieval times, to acquire such knowledge required some sort of cursed orb or mystical cavern. We have access to incredible lunch wisdom today. New York State Park's official Instagram posted about an owl they rescued, but decided to use only the most wretched photos of this creature, including what I think is the best bird photograph ever taken. Bruh, its eyes are so yellow. Joker star Jacqueline Phoenix says he started to go mad while losing so much weight for the role. The Joker role is cursed. I like this screenshot of Waluigi. It looks like he's gently cradling his tennis racket and whispering sweet nothings to it. If the earth is flat, why are my feet curved? Earned myself a nice little treat. Sushi with ketchup? You're disgusting. Cheese to feed you. This tag made me tear up real tears. It's so evil. As your goth husband, I will adorn you with cursed artifacts, then die mysteriously, leaving you to be the most feared widow in the village. 18 ways to sneak pets into the movies. Communications with the Wii remote have been interrupted. Cursed image. It's called working multiple jobs to survive, and not polywork, the job juggle. Gen Z and millennial employees embrace the concept of polywork. Wake up, babe. New cursed capitalist doublespeak euphemism just dropped. Meme history. What a cursed concept. But these were all the ones I drew back in the past. It's a strange feeling to think that these things I drew back in 2010 to 11 still get used, and they're nearly a decade old. When an orphan takes a family photo, it's called a selfie. You know, out of all the stuff I've seen on this soul-sucking, life-depleting site, this has got to be the worst thing. Just absolutely go frick your own face. Because you might as well. This has stressed me out because it's so awful. Screw you. Her. He's probably thinking about other women. Him. Why do we never see animals with rotten teeth when they have never used toothbrush or mouthwash? Because they don't have as much sugar as we do. Or processed foods. You guys want to see a cursed image? Yay, no, yay. You get $1 million if you do the deed in the next 8 hours. Not allowed to pay for the deed. Not telling anyone about the prize you would get. What's your strategy? Do the deed with my wife. Easy peasy. Something, something. I also choose this guy's wife. Vegetarian ate one burger. Got hooked on meat and became a butcher. New plan. Woman who said her dog was vegetarian is proved wrong in seconds. Dog. Delicious. Finally some good food. Where is his hat? I wish I'd never seen this proof that you can sail from the UK to New Zealand in a straight line. It feels like cursed knowledge that no mortal man should hold. Someone made a cursed typhoon and dared to make it worse. I present the Bullpup Typhoon. Snow Bunny. Oh, this is a fantastically cursed animal that will appear in my dreams to grant me universal wisdom, but only in a language not usable in the waking world. Top 4 cursed photos of vision that will forever haunt us all. You're not the only one with cursed knowledge. Insect. Spiders are arachnids. How to basic. The YouTube community. I used to be scared of his videos, but I always liked them. It's like, I actually thought he was insane, but I realized he's kind of just normal. It's creativity. Me waking up in the morning, realizing I'm still, whoa, are you good? Chicken slapper. How many slaps does it take to cook a chicken? Anything for science, huh? Hell on earth for me would be waking up at age 38 in an American suburb with a mortgage, a wife and kids, and a man cave for my extremely mid-hobbies. You've sent 30,000 tweets. You have already embraced a mid-hobby. 30k tweets in 15 months is impressive. Roughly 60 tweets a day. I don't think you'd have time for a family with an intense hobby like that. I'm about to give myself a root canal / filling. I have no dental training, but the pain is more than I can bear. Ask me anything. Okay, you're insane. Candle exploded for some reason. Ruined my TV. Thanks, Target. They really went from the short form of Nutella for whatever reason. Cookie filled with nut. Bro, where are you? Yesterday. What do you mean yesterday? Where are you? Yeah. Bro, what? Light bulb. When you realize your homie is low-key evil, and he has a lot of hatred in his heart. LeBron triple dog dares you to break up with your girl. Done. Is he stupid? Why would you go there? He died at the Mozart death house, and he was born at the Mozart's birthplace. How it feels trying to eat lunch when your coworker won't stop talking to you. Brush your teeth with teeth. Don't took my grandma's wheelchair. Sorry, Granny. You ever sneeze? That ever happened to you? Achoo! Am I right? I'm sorry. Imagine if we split bathrooms by pee versus poop instead of by gender. 3-star. An intriguing and perplexing device. I just thought this guy looked like a trainer. Bride leaves empty seat for her dead son. Can't hold back tears when she sees who shows up. If an atom were as big as a peach, then a peach would be as big as the whole wide world. Awake, deep down, anxiety. Trying to sleep. It's now in your brain. To whoever keeps destroying this toilet, you have great insurance. Go see a doctor. And if not a doctor, maybe an exorcist. Go poop in a field with other buffaloes. Happy Valentine's Day. Bring your girlfriend, 20% off. Your wife, 45% off. Bring both at the same time. Disturbing. Causing anxiety, worrying. Disturbing unemployment figures. Another heavy-handed symbolism moment. My mom has a potted sunflower in the kitchen. Because it's a sunflower, it keeps turning towards the light from the window. My mother keeps rotating it so it faces inward because she wants to see its beautiful petals and have it really brighten up the space. The sunflower is visibly wilting. Notice from landlord. As you know, I place fresh berries in the berry bowl each morning for your enjoyment. Well, did you know I use an AI camera to track who takes which fruit? Most blueberries, Devon. Most grapes, Shannon. Most plums, Omar. No one's in trouble. I just thought it would be fun to let everyone know this ranking. I use the data to know which berries to buy. It's fine for me to... Why do you give them berries, bro? Guys, I'm selling a phone. It's about this wide and this big. Obviously, you won't see it because I used it for the pics. Hey, atheists. If God isn't real, then explain this. How to take a roll of tape out of his shoe without touching it using an apple. Why you should always sit by the window. Nintendo, yes. Don't know why they're drooling. I can't stand his face. Why? He's just living. Sex. No experience. They did not know, bro. Are you male or female? A fly finding the smallest hole to get into my house. The fly when I open the door for it to go back back outside. Curse of vanishing. You'll find them when you don't need them. And when you need them, you won't find them. Them. Don't come back here with your BS. Me. Back on my BS, but now with Tamberlands. Your god is good as gone. You have to imagine someone in the manufacturing and distribution process noticed this before I got to store shelves, and someone had to make the call. Damn it, we're not redoing it. I don't think you need AI to cut 4 squares into a pumpkin. Update, it turned into a lunch lid. What is biology even about? What would scientists have to do in order to create this? My favorite show is on, so everything is woke now, and we're supposed to be okay with that? SpongeBob Popsicle to no longer feature Gumball eyes. I don't care how much I have to pay for boneless watermelon. It's worth it. When you order your steak well done. How to handle roaches. I'm holding her very gently in this, but could this be harmful for her? I just love her little feet and antenna. Not goblin mode, just found it cute. Wow, you guys really don't like roaches. I'm not really that scared of roaches because they don't have them here in the UK, but I remember seeing one before and I freaked out. But I can say that because I've never seen one in the UK and I feel comfortable in it. Where's that post where someone erased all the extra lines and cross-hatched shading from a JoJo character's face? God, it's an actual 17-year-old. He's been under there the whole time. Who is tonight's big loser? Who the hell are you guys? I thought I got the jokers. We live in a society. Who the hell are you guys? I thought I got the jokers. Cursed amulet that convinces the wearer there is no way it could be cursed, and it makes them completely resistant to any attempts to convince them otherwise. To clarify further, that's it. That's the entire curse. It has no effects on the wearer, malevolent or otherwise. Them. Yo, you should take that necklace off. It's definitely cursed, dude. No way, dude. That's crazy. Like, totally bogus, dude. The other effect is that literally everyone nearby knows it's cursed and tries to get them to take it off. The Lord of the Rings. An axe that doesn't do damage but makes enemies smell nice. A bow that only shoots when you're aiming if you're blackout drunk. A sword that does untyped area of effect damage. Crystal dagger uncovered in Spain, dating to around 3000 BC. Not now, massively cursed artifact. Just got a fresh cut. I'm looking for the freaks. Find a mirror. That beard is crazy, brother. What is even going on? You the Batman? I used to think this movie was live action and that the people who lived in Europe looked like this. What the hell? I'm thinking the same thing, Devin. I'm sorry, but America has the best flag. All the others are just worse. Absolutely mocked by the Zilhaznogosk flag of a bear splitting an atom. Dude, I should do flag memes. Do you guys want flag memes? Don't enroll in public school, bro. Look at my homework. In just a few short sentences, defend the Chad argument. Wait, there's actually a question. Draw your own soy jack in the box below and write an engaging political debate you might see on Twitter. Remember, soy jack has the worst opinions and is often crying. Chad has the right opinions. Vocab words to remember. Cringe based. McDonald's says it will remove a McCrispy ad opposite a crematorium that's been called tasteless. Guys, this dog showed up over an hour ago and it hasn't moved or looked away. My dogs would normally bark at anything that moves, but they're hiding in the room and will cry if I try to bring them out. I called animal control and they hung up once I described what the dog looked like. What is going on? Mr. Krabs does not get enough credit. SpongeBob has gone on strike, cursed out his customers over the loudspeaker, started his own business behind his back, accused him of being a robot, and completely demolished his restaurant on multiple occasions and has still been taken back every single time. Yeah, but the only reason why the Krusty Krabs is so successful is because of SpongeBob. Here's the reason. How about that? McDonald's sorry after customer found fragments of human teeth in his McMuffin. Man buys 99 iPhones to propose to his girlfriend. She says no. I'd say no to him too. He makes really terrible financial decisions. Anyone have that picture of the teacher putting his fist in his mouth and the blackboard says hypothesis? I can fit my fist in my mouth. Latest winning numbers 2, 9, 18, 25, 38. They got 3, 8, 17, 24, 37. My life all wrapped up into one picture. So I was taking a photo of my friend Aaron at the beach today when this happened. Goodbye, Aaron. Our ticketing system at work got possessed and printed out a 3-foot receipt of nothing but question marks. The machine has become self-aware and is questioning its existence. The school removed the mirror in the bathroom and someone wrote on the wall, "Just assume you look like poop." I really love this photo. I want someone who doesn't watch wrestling to explain to me what's happening in this scene. Competitive light bulb replacement. This is so sad. Look what evolution has done. Why? Why did horses have to get big? They're still growing. The first horse was human. I was at the zoo the other day and there was this goose trying to act like a flamingo. Your passport is in your backpack. I drank a lot of vodka while packing last night and I was really worried about forgetting where I put my passport, I guess. Who remembers these? Because I just found a big box at work Okay, now they're mine. Let's play with them in a pillow fort. What is your greatest wish? I just want to punch God in the face. This kid is going places. Not heaven for sure, but places. Hell. Map of the United States, but now each state touches the ocean. All states can have a little sip of ocean water as a treat. This is the most frightening ad I've encountered on here. No life insurance? Buy before you die. You can plug in anywhere on the square. God, is that you? How my dad differentiates Netflix users on his account. Guy who pays for the account. Parasite 1, 2, and 3. I feel this in my soul. Telephone message. Someone calling himself the High Wizard phoned. Says you have broken your sacred oath and must pay the ultimate price. You need to call him back. What did you do? Messed up apparently. An error occurred while displaying the previous error. Where is your God now? On the left is a roll of toilet paper. On the right is my arm. Do you see how pale I am? I know what you are. You're impossibly fast and strong. Your skin is pale white and ice cold. Your eyes change color and you can never eat or come out into the sun. Say it. Frosty the Snowman. Realistic punch. Simple punch made from multiple sounds of hitting myself. I wonder how many sound designers have died for their art. Bro, fire alarm. This is the fire alarm in my building. Yes, rather than evacuating, I recorded the alarm. Showed my friends how I eat bananas sometimes, and it was a unilateral, thanks, I hate it. Those are banana bones. I mean, that's no way that's anything but vertebrae, which means you ate its nervous system. When my grandma died, I found this in her room. I laughed so hard and it made me much more happy. Exercise block. Put the block on the floor. Walk around it. You have now walked around the block. Do it again. More than my day's worth of exercise. Soils extracted from different parts of the Sahara Desert. I thought this was a bronzer. These are feds discussing their government-issued usernames. I hate this account. This name is embarrassing. Oh, you think you got it tough, buddy? Yiff me daddy. Somebody Photoshop a nose piercing on one of my pictures. I want to see what I would look like. Work perks. Turns out it's a bar of soap. The moment when you tried to make a relatable post. Did it taste good though? My astrally projected self meeting my physical form as it sleepwalks towards a drink of water at 3 a.m. Was this picture taken from upstairs or downstairs? 3 a.m. I have these chicken nuggets. Now all I need is you. You can hear the sound of the panties hitting the floor. Clear as skin at the speed of fast. Sir, can we have an exact measurement? So many. Why don't snakes just roll downhill sideways? Why don't you? Hold on, let me try something. Yeah, why don't we? Because it hurts if you're not on grass. I'm crying. You may have chemistry with her, but you have history with me. You got your class schedule already? What if Texas just kept going? Now presenting Texas Plus. Oh, no, of course, you're right. My mistake. Is actually... Pregnancy runs in my family. Over half of my ancestors had it at some point. The other big one is death. That runs in the family too. An overwhelmingly majority of my ancestors experienced death at some point in their lives. Break the cycle. In Euro today, my teacher got up on a cabinet because he was bored and stuck his head through the ceiling and interrupted another lesson. I was not kidding. Everybody be on high alert. This could be dangerous. What is a hero without a villain? Useless. What is a villain without a hero? Successful. So what you're saying here is that we should all be villains? Yeah, this could be us, but you're playing. Clearly they're both playing. I can't tell if this is the entrance to hell or just a typical high school bathroom. Color, dark Gary. Would you like a dark Gary or a light Gary? Rival sorcerers. Well, Tuesday was fun. See you guys in 11 years for Thursday, 2033. My bedroom constantly smells like farts that aren't mine, but I live alone. Congrats to this Reddit user for having the funniest title of a horror story ever. Spoiler, but the twist was literally that it was a creepy dude who was sleeping under her bed and constantly ripping ass. So one time I accidentally turned on the magnifier while watching The Office. Free him. You waste an entire pizza for this picture, you idiot. My grandfather's only text messages. Hi. Hi, wide. Hi. Hi. Where is the thing? Carefully set down. I forgot where. Deliberately put in special place. I forgot where. I feel attacked. You forgot the pie slice labeled. I'm actually holding it, but I don't realize it. That's the slice they're currently holding. When you feel your clothes fresh out of the oven. Okay, but I realized you used oven instead of dishwasher, but I kind of forgot what it was called and used the next best guess I could think of. It's called a washing machine. I think it's a dryer, like you would be feeling wet clothes. That one strawberry looks really, really good. How did they paint it so good? I have been informed that that is a real strawberry. Richest actor in the world is not who you'd think. This famous elephant seal's name is Headcramp. He is the richest actor in the world. This is silly because if you look closely, you can see that the tiger is not an actual tiger, but a Beanie Baby, a popular child's toy. Is that true? I promise. Not a cell phone in sight, just people living in the moment. Soul, original. Half soul part A, half soul part B. Origin of humans. Formal essays are never happy. Aww, no smiley face. When you get a lousy grade even though you studied. Sad violin 10 hours. When you don't study and you get a good grade. You will be transported to the fictional world of your dreams, but after destroying your current world, I take my friends and their families with me and some of my own family. Besides them, bye. No. What your headache is telling you: drink, eat water, more sleep, reduce sources of stress. I haven't seen this post in a minute, but precisely when I have a headache, it comes up in my feed. My cousin, ashamed after building a chair from IKEA. Oh God, I feel terrible for laughing at this. Every time I stop laughing, I just look at that messed up chair again. When you low-key care about your meme friend, get wrecked, rest. Me, at all my nerds. This is literally the most terrifying pop-up I've ever gotten in Webkins. I didn't do anything. This is your first warning. They watch, they judge, they find you wanting. Head, shoulders, bees and toes. Bees and toes? Bees and toes. Sometimes I just remember the fact that in French pain means bread, and it makes me think about this picture a lot. Anyone else see the sad face though? Me and my friends at a children's museum. Is that a Miley Cyrus Titan? And on that day, we received a grim reminder. She came in like a wrecking ball. Do you think whoever was designing the default Netflix avatar made a mistake somewhere, but just sat there laughing at the result for so long that the whole design team decided to keep it, implying that the Netflix avatar was once meant to look like this? Mooncat, chanting mooncat, 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 mooncat. Rat, 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 rat. Where is the rat? Bring him to me. As you wish. Transaction complete. You can tell the designer of this playground studied color theory. My brain feels like it's on fire and my stomach hurts because I can't stop laughing every time I see these two tweets. He's Italian. Left, all stats into attack. Right, all stats into defense. Unstoppable force meets an immovable object. My mother and sister went to the Crayola factory and brought this home for me. Benedict Cumberblue. They should make a batch of those. Are you ever in such a bad mood you feel yourself turning evil? Had an actual meal. Not evil anymore. Wait, I have an awesome house design. I am architecture. Entrance, closet door, big long evil closet. That is very long. You can use it as a moat. 3 young women eat spaghetti on an inflatable mattress at Lake of Capri, 1939. When I think about my wildest hopes and dreams, this is it. These are the guys who lick your clothes clean when you put them in the dishwasher. Washing machine. Type of infused water I've been told to make. Hot dog water. Pickles. To be fair, pickle juice is surprisingly good at keeping you hydrated. It works better than sports drinks. I started drinking hot dog water after grandma vanished with the doll. These 2 replies are worrying for different reasons. I put my phone down and can't find it. A saga. Want me to call it? It's on silent. A tragedy in 3 parts. I call it anyway. Everyone stands around really quietly, listening for a faint buzzing noise. A comedy. Look at this little baby that fell asleep on a girl's iPad during class. I'm just curious as to what school allows you to bring kittens to class, and may I enroll immediately? This isn't tea. It's punch and it tasted bad. Don't put flowers in your punch, kids, when you regret your aesthetic. How many minutes are in a year? I got this, guys. Rent plays in background. I was watching High School Musical yesterday and watched Troy eat a delicious lunch of just white bread. Cannibalism! So my teacher had us do a lab today involving heating glass over a flame, and he kept a tally over how many students got injured. Cuts, burns, near-death experiences. Plunges hand into water, pulls out a live lobster and answers it like a phone. Places lobster gently back into the tank. Wrong number. All-time favorite quote. Shoulder, 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 shoulder. Your favorite quote is shoulder, 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 shoulder. In other news, my flag is being held up by sticky hands I've punched into the ceiling. McDonald's knows what the people want. McDonald's reintroduces the Hamburglar as a strangely attractive suburban dad. Moonface emoji centimeter. Soft and pure. Middle point, maximum sin. A different approach to the emoji review meme. The letter V doesn't know any V words. I'm fresh from the factory. I don't know anything. This is what it feels like to be training at a new job. Do you ever have one of those friends who was such a huge part of your life that sometimes you remembered they weren't always your friend, and you just, how do without friend? It's a proven fact that if you go whoosh whoosh while running, you go faster. You're an idiot. You can't have the ability to run faster by only speaking a word. Not with that attitude. Do you ever just get the urge to get up in the middle of the night while everyone else is fast asleep and just walk places to be completely alone and entirely be dedicated to your thoughts? Yeah, but the problem is I don't want to get murdered, you feel me? I feel you. We all feel you. Why are so many people touching me? This is why you don't walk around in the middle of the night. Look at this messed up little dude I found in Goodwill today. He's looking fly. These shoes are polished. Viciously and fatally attacked by an unknown animal at Claires. There was no animal. That was Claire herself. The Claire Witch Project. Is it crazy how saying sentences backwards creates backwards sentences, saying how crazy it is? This thing needs a goddamn warning sign. Don't mess me up like this. Wouldn't it be nice to get knocked out cold with a shovel for exactly 6 weeks and 5 days? This is a headline on an actual news website by the Beach Boys. Brownish, maybe an uncelebrated eye color. But on the bright side, they turn yellow in sunlight. Lol, what are those folks called who dress up as animals? Furbies. A text I never expected to receive from my mother. No need to be so negative. Smug face of a free man. Dogs must remain on leash at all times. Is bacteria like bugs for bugs? The FBI? Yeah, soup with tomatoes and soup with noodles. Those are a pair of my favorite foodles. The spirit of the internet existed long before it had an electronic vessel to inhabit. I think this would feel like a bunch of little kisses, or immensely mind-numbing pain as your soul is sucked out through Satan's evil black starfish minions. Aren't you a ray of sunshine today? I love Star Trek. Guys, people think that I think that this is actually Star Trek. I don't want to be remembered like this. I can show you the jold. I'd like to know who started this meme so I can personally give them glares of disapproval. Me and a random cat I met on a walk that won't come near me to let me pet her. I've never met such an emotionless female. Every girl says they don't have feelings, but you literally don't have feelings. It's scary and so attractive at the same time. I think I need you because you don't need me. Bumper sticker that says my wife is also bold. Not bold, delete that. A snake that's wide instead of long. Please don't mind my really fast MS Paint version of this. If your name isn't one of these, I just want to let you know your parents are basic with no creativity. Sounds like someone's sad they couldn't find their name on a Coke bottle. Oh, to be an Italian peasant eating one of those round loaves of ancient Roman bread. Not to be a freak on Maine, but when I see one of these round things, I turn into a plebeian, clamoring for bread and circuses. Both of these descriptions are accurate. Kid next to me in mythology just called Prometheus a mad lad for stealing fire from the gods and giving it to humans. Same kid who called Hermes a Chad last week. I admire people who do exercise with no music. Like, you are putting your body through pain while being alone with your thoughts. That's double torture. Anyone at the gym with no headphones is training to avenge someone's death. I lost 2 points for actually answering it in Filipino. Descriptive writing. Imagine that you are a Filipino living during the time of the US annexation. Should have got extra. Southerner. I'm cold. Northerner. You think this is cold because relative to your usual experience? It is. Let me make you hot chocolate. Warm northerner. Northerner. Man, it's hot. Southerner. Boy, howdy, if you think this is hot, then you should probably get some water. Wouldn't want you to be dehydrated or get heat stroke. No, sir. Here, I've got one. Drink up, partner. Wholesome regional differences. Moving out of the apartment. This is, without a doubt, the saddest photo I've seen in my entire life. This means you should make a big one in your new place. European culture is hating all other European nations. Like, yeah, we're at peace. We're cooperating. No tensions or anything, but if I ever have to talk to a goddamn Belgian, waffles over windmills, I will annex you. 20 years later, 1995 to 2015, he gained like 4 inches of forehead. Bro got an 8 head. By 2045, his head will work as the world's first effective space elevator. I made a playlist for hiking. It has music from Peanuts, The Cranberries, and Eminem. I call it my trail mix. Slowly closes laptop and stares pensively into sunset. At last, I have found it. The dad joke to end all dad jokes. The longer you stay in here, the more danger you're in. A sign I saw in Mount Rainier National Park during a vacation there when I was 12, i.e. the phrase I most want on a welcome mat. Okay, it's not a welcome mat, but I made a cross-stitch pattern for it. My 2001 psychology textbook literally describes people as supreme meme machines, and I can't believe I'm reading this with my own eyes. This has to be the worst picture ever taken of a football player. I think you mean the best. HGTV show hosts. We made this dark, disgusting house into a nice, bright, warm, cozy masterpiece. The house needs a pop of color. I think some red accents would really give it that homey feel. Red on the floor, right? With some red fingerprints, some red footprints. Yep. And it has to have an outline of a body in red. I could not consciously go to bed tonight without reblogging this. Excuse me, this cat owes me an explanation. A zebra. Beautiful cryptid who brings blessings. She is being a skeleton for Halloween. She is doing her best. This is my boob now. The facial expressions totally make this picture. Looking through my notes app, because sometimes I write creative ideas in there, and his voice was wet in a way he had only known spiders to be. What does this mean? That's descriptive, alright. Perplexing but descriptive. I'm not sure which is my favorite. The Holy Trinity. You are my love, my angle. Don't treat me like potato. You talk like angel. Walk like model, but your body look like buffalo. You strong like Rambo. Look like hero, but your brain just like potato. Last one. My little brother loves Gravity Falls. As a gift, I bought him a little pocket journal and filled it with notes in invisible ink. They're going to tell you that baby babies come from people. This is a lie. We grew in a lab Dad built in the crawl space back in the old house. You have hornet DNA. Oh my gosh. I have 2 hands and 3 foods. Just put one in your mouth, small one. Please, someone help him. Restart your computer to install important update. No. Unslices your bread. Hey bro, what does this mean? Grand Canyon versus Marina Valley. Damn it, this makes the Grand Canyon look like a stupid piece of sh. Oh, I hate calculus. Why did I sign up for this? You should have signed up for spelling class instead. Pun or not, there is literally no place where it is written sin. Rice brings people together. Josh T. One day some Asian guy sat down next to me and started eating his rice. We later became friends. Luke Hang. One day some white guy stared at me while I ate my rice. We later became friends. When English majors get drunk, this is too good to not reblog. Are you kidding me? Mac and cheese, horrifying quality. Prepared by Barack Obama. Get it together, Barack. When you find a friend that you can act stupid with, and the one who refuses to do it with you. Garfield objects I'm obsessed with are these Zodiac-themed ceramics. Like, is there not something utterly biblical about these? 96-year-old. You know how your parents probably say things like, you were born with the internet, you don't know what it's like to live without? Yeah, well, my parents said that to me about electricity. I typed, no, this is Patrick, and I got in, is this the Krusty Krab? Did not work for Walmart. What is the truth, Barbara? It says you worked at Walmart. Are you lying? Me at the end of the semester. All that really matters is we passed, even though I gotta see. When your whole crew is looking fresh. A whole bus full of party boys. It's about time I contributed to the online discourse. Bricks are domesticated rocks. Stop! Let them speak. Jellyfish apocalypse not coming. Disappointing. The United States be like, wow, non-states people know only like 4 states. No, they pretty much nailed it. The discovery of witches. This is such a dad thing to do. I'm touched. Christ died for our Dunkin' Donuts. This might be the oldest JPEG I can remember. I had this bad boy saved to my computer when I was like 10. Special license required. Special license. Hop in. You're ready. Why are there truck memes on my dashboard? These are RV memes, you clown, you fool. And you Streamlined USA. These are all brands of antidepressants. Has your credit card number been stolen on the internet? Card number expires. Check it. I love the internet. It's such a helpful place. I put mine in and it says no one's ripped me off. Security rules. Reindeer moving in circular patterns. Trapped in the idiot vortex. And after a long day of lecturing, Professor Pup just couldn't keep his eyes open. I don't think I have ever picked up a pair of tongs without clicking them together a couple of times. Gotta make sure they work. Channel your inner crab. Time for crab. Silly kids with their animes and mango. Fun fact, from what I've gathered, when an artist calls something a sketch, a doodle, or quick, 90% of the time it actually means, I did not put in the maximum possible amount of effort and I am a fraud as an artist. Even if the art was like 4 hours in a completed painting. What type of currency do they use in outer space? Frick, I just threw my phone. It took me a moment, I'm leaving. Starbucks. If you're busy tonight, we don't have to hang out. No, I just cancelled my plans. I'll be there in 45. Why did you cancel? Priorities. Everyone needs a person like this in their life, man. I love that the caption says person and not significant other. Please. Me, catches another sea bass. Game. Hey, this gives me an idea. You just learned the sea bass pie recipe. Me, almost after 2 years of sea bass torment, realizing what this means. I don't know what it means. Hey, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I really needed this today, so for anyone else who might. Thanks, I also needed this. I'll pass it on. Wait, if you're passing it on, that means you're not gonna need it. You've used it? How can you use it? I think you need it. I'm not gonna take it. I'm just saying, when I die in a mysterious and unexplained circumstances, I want you all to make sure that everybody knows it. Instead of saying how I was a friend to everyone, and that I lit up a room when I entered it, I want people to shake their head while muttering that I asked too many questions for my own good, and talked about how they warned me that I was getting way in over my head, and that I always had a knack for finding trouble wherever I went. If you don't make me a local urban legend, you failed me. Not if, when. If you met me, you'd know it's only a matter of time. When I die, make me a meme. That is my request. Plumbing system, honey in showerhead. It's gold and it's gold. Gets taken out by a sniper. Teeny clay tubs. I stepped on him. Watch his hair. I shouldn't be laughing. I love cheating. If you don't cheat, what the hell is wrong with you? Have you ever been cheated on? I forgot some people who are in relationships. To clarify, I love to violate academic integrity on exams. Hey mom, can I have an apple? No, it's an onion. It's an apple. Okay, if you insist, eat it. Spoiled kid gets humbled by father. Let your brother blow his candles out. out, shaved my beard off for the first time in 10 years. My kids were super excited about it. When Dad spends hours building the ship for Sun to destroy it, my 8-year-old asked me where Mississippi was. I told him to Google it. Mississippi. My niece really just had her 8th birthday at Target. She's obsessed. Sometimes I pause the game to let my runner catch a breath. My 8-year-old cousin. Kick me again when I'm sleeping, and I'll just cover you in more sand. Baby sees his dad in his new haircut. When I was 13, I watched Not Safe for Work on the family computer, and I couldn't figure out how to delete history. Long story short, I poured 6 cups of water on it. Parent signature. Mum. Intellect. My almost 3-year-old daughter found our Ouija board and has been using it to practice her ABCs. No way, has my kid been eating sponge? My little sister found out one of her Pokemon cards was fake, but instead of throwing it away, she decided eating it was the best way to get rid of it. My daughter thought this was her. Bonus, my son in the background, not eating the edges of already crustless bread. I used to hate the crust as a kid. When I was 11, I didn't know the difference between a veteran and a veterinarian, and I thanked the lady who put down my dog for her service. Little kids are so creepy. Example, I have a student who kisses me on the arm every day and whispers, "There, now you'll live until tomorrow." And one day he didn't kiss me, and when he came to school the next morning, he looked genuinely surprised to see me alive. This morning my son said his ear hurts, and I said inside or outside. So he walks out the front door, comes back in and says both. Moments like this got me wondering if I'm saving too much up for college. My 10-year-old has just learned the phrase cranking the hog, but doesn't know what it means, so he uses it to mean what's up. Like yesterday I was cooking. How's it going, Dad? Cranking the old hog? I love this for my family. There can be only one. He's really sitting here watching the TV, like he didn't just use the whole thing of Vaseline in his head, man. Trying to eat a cracker. You have to take the mask off, Spider-Man. A true hide-and-seek legend. My kid's favorite place in the world, the dog cage. Took the snack pack away from my daughter so we could get a nice picture. I tricked a 4-year-old into not wanting my Nutella by calling it hazelnut butter. Evil. My 2-year-old, I want the chocolate banana. Yeah, but it isn't chocolate. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how awesome my niece is hiding? Found my camera on the floor and asked my kid if he'd been fiddling with it. No, of course not, Daddy. This reminds me of when I took my young daughters to the Ohio River to watch submarines race. Okay, it's so easy to fool kids but fun. Looking for a way to keep your kids still? Buy them glow-in-the-dark pajamas. Tell them they have to lie really still under the light to charge them. Nothing like getting busted trying to sneak your son into a museum as an infant. Museum. Is he under 2? Me. Yes, he is. My son. I'm 4. I've done this before. When my daughter was 3, I told her to stop trying to draw on the dog with crayons. She threw the crayon on the floor, looked me dead in the eye and yelled, "Dad, you're ruining my life." My son thinks he's hilarious. Told him to stack the dishes in the sink. Fun fact. As a kid, I made a custom shirt by taping a piece of paper to a normal shirt. I didn't know what to put, so I just wrote my shirt. I didn't know there was an orange shirt, so I just wrote my shirt. My 12-year-old son got annoyed at a video game. My son's school was having issues with messy bathrooms, so every month they reward the boys or girls with ice cream depending on whose bathrooms are cleaner. And according to my son, it's become a prank war where they just mess up each other's bathrooms. Graham, give the phone to Dad. No. My son kept saying he wanted brownies, so I baked brownies and he was still crying saying, "No, I want the white brownies." I had to call my husband and ask what he meant. The whole time he meant hash browns. Kid, play close attention. Places ball under blue bowl and shuffles bowls. Which bowl is the ball under? I believed for an unbelievably long time that Washington DC stood for Washington Decapital. I wasn't the sharpest child in the shed. Why my kid is crying? I took the toast off her head. My kid was playing workshop while I fixed the garage door yesterday. Super glad I checked my shoe before putting it on. The Easter Bunny scared the hell out of my son in daycare. The problem, my daughter won't stop climbing on the fireplace. Observation, my daughter hates Elmo. Solution, I made a toddler scarecrow. Children ages 3 to 5 are truly something else. I'm a tour guide and at one point on my tour, I ask if anyone has any questions. And today, a girl immediately yells out, "Have you ever killed someone? And are the bodies in the walls? I'ma beat my son's butt." Why would he do this? All about my mum. She is 25 years old. Her hair is a wig. She keeps dropping her fork. My kid looking over my shoulder as I sign an email. Kid, you're not a doctor. Me, yes I am. What do you think I was studying all the time for when you were little? Oh, I just thought you liked reading books and crying. My 4-year-old brother told me he was scared to grow up and cried for like 10 minutes straight. Finally, I asked him why he was so scared, and he said he was scared of drinking coffee. Coffee. My kid as a toddler invented the word next today because she knew yesterday and next, but not tomorrow. My son used to say slashlight, which I think is a refined weapon used by a Jedi Knight for a more civilized time. My 5-year-old can't drive her pretend car because she can't find her driver's license that she's made out of cardboard. She's stressing because she doesn't know how she's going to take her babies to the park. Her pretend play is too real. I'm stressing with her. What is the dumbest thing you believed as a child? I thought Michael Jackson has to stop whatever he's doing and sing when I played his CD. As a result, I never played it at night to give him some family time. My 6-year-old left me a few cookies. This is some real stuff if I've ever seen it. My 7-year-old staring at my face. Me. What is it, sweetie? My 7-year-old. Is my nose weird too? Kids are delightful. My daughter's elementary school emailed this photo so parents can claim lost glasses. The school only has 190 students. A picture of me when I was 9 or 10 on my rising second grader's homework. What would you like to see in our next exhibit? Draw your ideas and add them to our wall. A milkshake. Garrett Buzzard. Guess his favorite video game. My toddler baby is watching a storm out the front window. She says, quiet, quiet, kaboom coming. Huge crack of thunder, she whispers. I did it. When I grow up, I want to be a mailbox. My son lost his cello. A whole cello which is as big as him. Do you know how big a cello is? How do you lose a cello? I need answers. I don't understand what's happening. This mother is about to resort to violins. As a mother, this is hands down the most beautiful Valentine's Day card I could ever get. I don't care. Let me in. Let me in. I want to smell your poop. Ugh. Apparently my kid got in trouble today for packing our toaster in his backpack and pulling it out at lunch to make Pop-Tarts for his class. My 1.5-year-old breaking down because I won't allow him to eat the diaper rash cream before bedtime. I was arguing with my husband and my son screamed, "Yay, 2 Christmases!" from the other side of the room. My son just told me that he loves the new toy trucks they got at daycare. They are his toy trucks. We donated them because he refused to play with them. Punching myself in the balls until I'm famous, day 4. Every guy randomly in the middle of the day. I felt a great disturbance in the force. So my kids have a Shrek mask. They play a game named Hide and Shrek. It's like hide and seek, except the seeker is Shrek, and when he finds them, he yells, "Get out my swamp!" and chases them. As the seeker is moving through the house, he quietly sings All-Star. My literal 7-year-old daughter answering a philosophical question for schoolwork. In your own words, what do you think Michael Jordan means? I think Michael Jordan means a name because Michael is a name. When I was 6, I learned how to open the child safety latch on the cabinet where my parents kept all the cleaning supplies after a long time of trying to figure out how it worked. Lucky for me, I was too excited opening and closing the cabinet repeatedly to poison myself. My son didn't want to be a tiger or a superhero. He wanted to be a traffic light. My kids have had 2 fished and named them Dave and Dave. I asked them how they can tell them apart, and my youngest son said, "One of them is Scottish, so you pronounce his name differently." I mean, what do you say to that? Father's Day message. Kids, please don't rush things. We all love you, so always remember that, even when you're dead. Why I hate commercial planes. Mum throws dream party for personal injury lawyer obsessed toddler. This is honest to God one of the funniest things I've seen. The idea of giving a baby a theme party based on a local personal injury attorney is something I'm so jealous of. I don't know how to properly put it into words. My toddler has drawn on the walls several times. The first time when he went down for a nap, I painted. What does he say when he wakes up and sees my handiwork? What? I just drew on these walls. My 2-year-old and 4-year-old have been communicating via walkie-talkies for 20 minutes. They're in the same room. The walkie-talkies have no batteries. Over. Jumping over my phone on my dirt bike. Almost 2-year-old for sale. He's been crying for 10 minutes because he can't get in the oven with all the cornbread. Entertaining all offers. When I was a kid, I thought only smart people wore glasses. Same. I told my parents I had trouble seeing, so they took me to the eye doctor and I pretended to have poor vision. I ended up wearing glasses I couldn't see out for a month before I finally confessed. I was a total idiot. Well, it did make you smarter at least. Son stood up at the top of the play structure and urinated off of it during recess time. Got these notifications at work from my 4-year-old. Booty butt, booty butt. A lot of booty butts. I tried turning on the TV and it wouldn't turn on. I opened the remote and found this. When I was 6, I used to sneak sugar out of these little paper packets. One day, I went to stick my finger into the packet and it was sour. I legitimately got scared that my parents poisoned me for being bad. Turns out it was just baking soda. Opens bottle of bleach. Nephew, how did you open it? I tried, but it didn't open. Oh, because it has a child safety lock. Children can't open it. Nephew looks at bottle in amazement. How did it know I was a child? My kid was upset about being in timeout, so she did the only logical thing her 4-year-old brain could think of, which was to act like a Pikachu using a thunder attack on me. Then we stared at each other in silence until she whispered, "Nothing is working. She's too powerful." My Bible teacher asked the class, what biblical character had a conversation with a donkey? And my little sister answered, Shrek. My most trash parent move ever was when my kids wanted to go to Legoland, and I did not feel like it, so I called my best friend on speaker, and she answered, "Thank you for calling Legoland. I'm sorry, but we are closed until after the holidays." I said, "See, baby, they're not open." The kid looks like Darth Maul. I remember the day my 16-year-old swapped a vodka bottle in the freezer with water, but vodka doesn't freeze. So I found out a few few days later when I saw that the bottle exploded inside the freezer. Me, laying on the couch. Toddler. Dad, I didn't go pee-pee anywhere. I want you to know I didn't. Me, getting off the couch. He thought a mouse glue trap was a phone. A fly landed next to him. Your son. I'm not so upset about the single bites out of the cookie so much as when I caught him and said, stop, and he quickly took one last bite. He was going through all of them. What is the stupidest way you've injured yourself? When I was a kid, we had a blue carpet in the living room. I had just watched some movie or show where the characters jumped into a painting, and I started thinking maybe if I believed really hard, the blue carpet would turn into a vast ocean. I climbed up on the recliner and swan dove into the floor. My 11-year-old said she wrote it backwards, so the aeroplanes can read it from the air. Don't ladle me. Nearly. My little sister, 6, drew a picture of a shark on my dad's head. It's a new type of shark. Not kidding. Your daughter just poured a glass of water on her head while sitting on the couch, and I said, oh, why did you pour that on yourself? And she goes, because I can and it feels nice. Can't argue with that. I remember showing my son pictures of brains when he was 5 and pointing at his head saying, this is where your brain is. He proceeded to clutch his head in his hands and wail, I don't want a brain. Alvin is the red chipmunk. Simon is the blue chipmunk. And the green one, I can't remember his name. No joke. The green one is the door, by the way. Doorbell rings. Neighborhood boy. Hey, can my daughter play? She's at a friend's house. I know, I saw her. So why did you ring my doorbell? He shrugs and leaves. I have felt uncomfortable before, but we were just passed by a slow-moving hearse and funeral cars. My son is dressed as the Grim Reaper. He waved. Glad this didn't exist when I was a kid. Wants you to approve this website. Watch a YouTube video without your parents knowing. My youngest, 6, sure is an artist. I love poop. I lie to my child every Friday. This is my 4-year-old's first school year and he is in pre-K. He hates school so far and says it's boring, so I tell him that if he wakes up and goes to school without fighting me, he can stay home 2 days out of the week. During the week, I remind him about our deal when he is misbehaving. He thinks I let him skip school on Saturday and Sunday because he's well behaved. She asked me to cut her sandwiches into triangles and I cut it into triangles, but she's still not happy. Parents just calling it like it is. It says Dumbo. My mum still brings up this story to me, never living it down. Yesterday, I overheard my 2-year-old son saying, are you sure this is a good idea? And my 5-year-old son replying, trust me. And I have never moved from one room to another so quickly in my life. Flashback to that time when I ate Play-Doh and the cameraman decided to take a picture. Kids say the darndest things. A kid came up to me and asked for a free cookie, and I said I can't do that. So he asked how he could get a free cookie. And I said if you come back later and we have a broken one, we'll give it to you. He goes, can I pay you $2 to break one on purpose? The cookies are $1.50. Beautiful message for Veterans Day. Thank you for your service, Soleil. I love my, it does not say white, it says something else family. Kid drew all over mum's Ralph Lauren purse. My 2 preschoolers just did this to an entire bag of cable ties. My 6-year-old begs me to play Minecraft with him and then does this the whole time to see his half of the screen better. Paper clips are hard. My kid took a bite out of the pie and filled the hole with potatoes to hide the evidence. Parenting is okay, except for every once in a while when my 3-year-old requests ham hands, which is when she takes 2 handfuls of ham and eats it in the living room while she watches TV. The 6-year-old flatly refused to believe that we used to navigate using maps made out of paper. You mean like pirates? Just watched The Incredibles and told her our family had superpowers. Mum could fly, aunt could fly, so someone can fly in the family, mum could go invisible, and she was told that hers were big farts and she's devastated. Was on the bus the other day and 2 kids about 10 were in front of me. One of them said that his parents wouldn't let him get a dog, so he used to stare at the sun to try and make himself blind so he could get a guide dog. No doubt he was waffling, but you have to admire his imagination. Just went into an 8-year-old's room to hear his Alexa replying to him with, here is poopy fart. Try asking for a squeaky fart. We gave him that device thinking it would be a source of valuable information and music for him. I can play you more from my burp library. This is not what I intended. Oh my god. He wants me to pay £1.70 for an app that will let Alexa fart happy birthday to you. Not even his birthday. My favorites: food, fried shrimp, color, aquamarine, animal, elephant. Subject: my 8-year-old daughter met a girl at summer camp last year named Internet. I said, no way, that can't be her name. But my daughter has been adamant. For almost a year we've been having this discussion. Antonetti? I just found out that's her name. I think I've read this meme before. My mum looks beautiful when that man come over and she give us, bro, melatonin? People in the UK don't really use melatonin to go to sleep or just at all. At least I've never heard of people doing it here. I'm arguing with Mason because I can't be his wife. Conversation as follows. Mason: you're daddy's mummy. Me: no, I'm daddy's wife. I'm your mummy. Mason: you're my wife too. No, I'm not your wife. I'm your mummy. You will have a wife when you're older. Mason, crying and yelling, I want you to be my wife too. He's still upset and it's been around 10 minutes. My kid is crying because I won't eat a piece of pizza crust that she's already chewed up. A guy's PS4 was ruined after his 6-year-old son wanted to play a nice dog game he found in the garage. My son just came up to me with a big bag of chips and said, "Daddy, I can't eat this. This bag is broken," pointing to the open end of the bag. Me, thinking he was just being a 5-year-old and making a big deal out of some minor grievance. There's nothing wrong with it, just eat the chips. "I can't, the bag's broken." What does that have to do with the chips? "I can't eat it because there's a hole in the bag." "Yeah, that's how you open it. Here, give me the bag." He sighs and carefully hands it to me. I grab it by the open end and the chips immediately fall out the bottom. Both sides of the bag were open. "I told you." "You did tell me." When my youngest brother was little, he was being bullied and went to my parents for help. They told him, "Sticks and stones may break my bones." Then they asked him to finish the phrase and he said, "But chains and whips excite me." He seriously thought that was the second part. This message was written on one of our city sidewalks today with sidewalk chalk. As a courtesy, we want to keep our citizens informed. Please, if you have any satin sheets or pillowcases, keep them under lock and key, as someone apparently wants to worship them. My mum ran a daycare out of our house when I was growing up. We usually had 3 to 4 extra kids around the house, as well as my older half-sister and I already living there. My mum took all of us to the grocery store once. I must have been around 6 years old. We went to the checkout line and the cashier says, "Wow, lots of kiddos." I look her in the eye and proudly exclaim, "Yup, and we all have different dads." My 11-year-old nephew gets a 69 hit combo in the shooter we're playing. Nephew, "Hey, 69, nice." Me, nephew, explaining to me like I'm an idiot. The number 69 is a meme and nobody knows why. This is so true. In school and someone was saying 6 and I'm like, "Dude, what does that even mean?" And he's like, "I can't tell you, I didn't even know myself, it's just a funny number." That's been around for a while. Parents of Reddit, what's your best example of reverse psychology on your kids that actually worked? Took my 3-year-old son to one of those doctor visits where he was going to get a shot. He was worried about the shot the whole drive over, almost to the point of tears. We get to the doctor's office and a nurse subtly lets me know that my son is not just scheduled for 1, but 5 of them in the same visit. I turn to my son with an exaggerated smile and tell him, "Good news. They figured out how to take that one big shot you were going to get and instead break it up into these little 5 tiny shots so it won't hurt nearly as much." You could see the relief wash over his face. He stopped squirming and relaxed completely. He took the first shot and even smiled and said, "It's true, the small ones don't hurt." We made it through the 3rd shot before the effect wore off and reality kicked in. Still, I counted it as a victory. Hide and seek in my son's... Oh, I hope your son's okay. He must be getting better or feeling better if he's playing hide and seek. Let's go. The international community you always hear about. Canada did it to everyone. What if Texas just kept going? Now presenting Texas Plus. Spin the globe and wherever it lands, that's where we'll go. Territorial claims of Virginia throughout the years. 1609, 1784, 1792, 1863, Virginia. You know, I was a god once. The flag of France according to the French Air Force. When you are in another country and the vibe hits different. The Mexico-US border in movies be like, "Screw you. Screw you. Wanna play cricket?" Yeah, sure. Hey, 6 continentes. There are 7 continents. There are 6 continents. Is real when is fake walks in. 1970. One more lane will fix it. 10 years, 10 years, 10 years, 10 years. Houston, you have a problem. 99% of city planners quit before adding the final lane that will fix traffic. Countries spend billions of dollars to send people to space. Countries, so what did you bring back? Astronauts. Rock. France population 99.99 million. And there's a city in France called Nice. Imagine still having a British watermark on your flag. This post was made by... Whoa! When was America invented? 4th of July, 1776. Aliens before 4th of July, 1776? There is no life on this planet. Invent a new sport. Spread it around the world. Be bad at it. Invent new sport. No one else wants to play it. You're world champions. White mums, after saying arigato to the waiter in an Italian restaurant. Spaghetti. Bro, Madrid is so beautiful. You should visit. Literally 99% of Madrid. Why is this a world wonder? The color, gaps, and bizarre arrangement accurately predict the present-day British smile. You get new brain wrinkles when you learn something. My brain, after 3 years of French class. The entire world. I'm 1.80 meters tall. Nice, you're tall. America. Dude, I have 6 feet. Cool. I just learned that China has a replica city of Paris. I can't even tell which one is which. Nobody. Russian dash cam videos, normal DNA, and Italian DNA. The real division of Europe. Some love tomatoes and others love potatoes. In Canada, they use special stickers to slow the cars. In Ireland, we use the 3D techniques. Turks in the 1500s. We are the most powerful empire in the world. Turks now. Hey kid, take this ice cream. Whoop. I lost 100 pounds in America versus UK. English weather. I'm freezing, it's too cold. -3 degrees. Russian winter. -23. Great weather today. Paraglider lands, immediately gets attacked by a kangaroo. Australia 100. Germans, when you call it a toilet instead of the Popen Farten. 8:15. Thank you for brightening our day. Now you can rest, buddy. It has been an honor and a pleasure, guys. 10:30. Please go away. Screw you. 3:25. Please. Okay, see you in 2 hours. No. Who wants English speakers to learn another language? Who is willing to speak your language with English speakers? These European monsters said. Sorry, we don't tip. Laughed and walked out. Close the borders to Europeans now. How Americans see the world. America, Europe, 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 Europe. What's one of the coolest things you've heard? In the 1500s, Mapuche warrior Galva Rhino had both hands cut off as punishment for defying the Spanish. He returned home, raised an army, and fought with the Spanish with blades tied to the stubs of his hands. Jason is a name from ancient Greece that sounds like it was made up in the United States in 1979. Imagine being part of a continent. This post was made by the Pacific Island Gang. The flag of Switzerland stands for money, chocolate, participating in a world war. Earth has a planetary flag in case you didn't know. When we get to Mars, this is the flag we will plant. I don't think so. Passenger trains in the United States versus Europe. French. We outnumbered the English, so we must win. English. Arrow. Where is this taken? Beautiful. People. The pyramids are too big and complex for people to have built it. It must have been aliens. Some Indian dude with a bucket and a stick. Bosnians. I want to swim. Croatia. No. French flag pillow and a Dutch flag pillow. Haha, your country is weird and dumb. No, your country is dumb. All people are stupid. Yep. Please color. Danish flag. Swedish flag. Finnish flag. No, not that flag. Unoriginal country names. Little Venice. New Zealand. We're in the south of Africa. We're a union of states. Original country names. The land of the rising sun. The moon's belly button. The land of honest men. Where the king lives. Why is it that when natives die, it's always you three? Countries with cars in space. And countries with universal healthcare. How many people speak Swedish? At least 5. Finland, Netherlands, Thailand, France, Poland, Indonesia. Wait, it's all Norway? Always has been. The American in me is showing. You called England Ireland? What? If someone finally raked Canada's flag, they'd discover Canada is actually ruled by Peru. Country. I don't have oil, I swear. The USA. Alright, I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Humans 100,000 years ago. Me hungry, me hunt mammoth. Humans today. Why food delivery slow? Are Serbian and Croatian the same language? You have provoked a gang war. Other countries. We're losing coastline. No. The Netherlands. The ocean is swallowing up our land. Just make more. Stand for this flag or get out. Is this 1,575 twerking Among Us crewmates? Did you count them? You probably multiplied the x-axis by the y-axis. I should have done that. Country exists. Britain. Mine. In Italy, bars are starting to use pasta as straws to reduce plastic. You've heard of United States of America, Japan and Germany, France, Czech Republic, Spain and Ireland. Brazil man complains of severe back pain. Finds out he has 3 kidneys. Meanwhile, black marketeers. This is business. A flock of sheep in Inner Mongolia have been walking in a circle for over 10 days straight, and no one knows why. They are doing this for clout, and it's sad. Why do they say Michigan looks like a mitten? The thumb would have been huge. Cuisine map of Europe. Bad cuisine and good cuisine. I forgot about beans on toast. England should be included in good cuisine. Earth, but with coastline data rounded to the nearest latitude longitude. Australia versus US language differences. Bloke, man. Cyclone, hurricane. Lift, elevator. Shopping center, shopping mall. Universal healthcare, nothing. UK. Congrats, you are being discovered. Literally any country they came across in the 17th century. Please do not resist. Canada was definitely running out of ideas for street names. That street and the other street. This street. Femboy density map. If you want to offend, put pineapple on pizza, refer to the US as South Canada. Make tea by microwaving water instead of of boiling it. Germany. We're losing the war. Italy. You are. Chad. History flag all the people who live in the Chad country. France in their history books, and France in every other history book. How Americans see other countries. France or something, I don't know. KFC is reportedly moving their headquarters from Kentucky to Texas. Kentucky in shambles right now. You drive for 4 hours and are still in the same part of the country. You drive for 2 hours, the local accent has changed twice and bread rolls have a new name. You drive for 4 hours, you passed 3 front lines and the language changed 17 times. What people think when I say I'm from Romania? Blood, I love blood. Excuse me, where's the train station? Je suis désolé, mais je n'ai pas compris. Excuse me, where's the train station? Just go ahead and it'll be on the left-hand side in about 500 meters. Have a good stay. Trump. We should buy Greenland. My brain. Getting 1 more star. They are eating the snails, they are eating the frogs. Western Europe. Yes, brother, enjoy your succulent delicatesse of a meal. We might not respect you, but we love you. The Department of Fisheries in India. This building is very sophisticated. It's crazy how you don't even have to speak German to understand what he said in this tweet. Swedish sugar experiment on the mentally disabled. We will feed you guys large amounts of sugar to see the effects. Okay, Doc, my teeth are falling out. Interesting. You will publish your findings, right? No, we were funded by the sugar industry. How Brits view Germans. How Germans view Brits. Actual German and Brits. Wow, look, we stacked up a bunch of rocks on top of each other. Please clap. Bad thread. Yeah, that's kiddie stuff. Remember that famous Denmark construction? Like, wait, you guys don't have any. Denmark, more like no landmark. Okay, you guys Danish people need to defend themselves. You see the Spanish flag? Me studying French so that I can refuse to speak it as opposed to just being unable to. I can't believe Italians saw this and then moved to New Jersey. Scotland mentioned, rah. I just realized that is not Scotland. When you're German and haven't had a beer in the last 5 minutes, be French. Made 1 gun that shoots 3 bullets at once. Mag capacity is not divisible by 3. Netherlands. We value privacy a lot. Dutch windows. A normal person confusing the 2 flags. That's Australia and New Zealand. In Canada, we play a game called Am I on the Road? I pledge allegiance to the flag. Hey, can I copy your homework? Sure, just make it look different so that it doesn't look like you just copied it. Sure thing. We're experiencing heavy snowfall. That's adorable. Bro, please don't let anyone tell you tacos don't work miracles. Dutch weather normally and Dutch weather during isolation. That's the sun. Prince George, future king of England, dreams of being a pizza chef. This is what I want to do when I grow up. No woman who goes to Italy on vacation is to be trusted. Italy is just Thailand for women. What do you mean? Me, an Italian, watching all my childhood restaurants slowly turn into overpriced tourist traps. Hey Germany, can I have free trade? To create a coal and steel community? Yup. Actually treats the largest and most significant supranational democratic entity in human history like a boss. European Union time. The Commonwealth in a nutshell. Chile is so long that it could serve as a bridge connecting Spain to Canada across the Atlantic Ocean, and yet it refuses to do so. Imagine having a historic mental breakdown and cutting your ear off and then years later it's sold as an eraser. Guys with helmets like this have a 492% chance of invading your city with a wooden horse. Love knows no borders. Neither does Britain. No more Poland. You guys couldn't behave, so I put it somewhere else. Turkmenistan dictator unveils giant gold statue of his favorite dog. Your crush recently put a flag in their bio. You failed geography and have no idea where this country is from. Despite popular belief, the country Poland is not named after Poe. Other countries use the metric system. USA. Keep 1 turkey vulture of space between you and others. India is always ahead of America. No, America is the best. Why was he crying, bro? I said India is ahead of America due to the time difference. Flags of Europe, but human bleed neon green. Japan's flag is also a pie chart of how much Japan is Japan. Japan is Japan. How King Henry VIII became the world's first gamer by re-rolling pregnancy until he got a child with good stats. I mowed a 100-foot wiener on my property, hoping Google would capture it someday. It took a full year. They've never had to log on to Teams. Dutch conquest of the North Sea. Belligerents. The Netherlands. The ocean. If the human population held hands around the equator, a significant portion of them would drown when you can't afford a trip to Europe. Wow, this place is Brussels, Dublin, Lisbon, Paris, Vienna, and a lot more places. What normal people see and what colorblind people see. Colorado, nothing. The rest of the world. We use the metric system. The United States. Potentially hazardous asteroid. The width of 2,000 ferrets to whiz past Earth tomorrow. Country A. Screw you. Country B. Screw you too. Countries between country A and B. Every state's least favorite state. What the hell is Alaska's beef with Texas? Texas is a big state thing, while Alaska is 4 times larger than Texas. Also, because of the oil industry, probably every single person in Alaska knows a complete a-hole who moved up from Texas to get richer. Sounds like a them problem. Meanwhile, us Texans are just over here hating Oklahoma for quite literally no reason, except we hate them. Geography for kids. Water, McDonald's restaurant. A very lovely island in the Indian Ocean, Mafia Island. In 20 years, our country will be run by people homeschooled by day drinkers. He's got a point. The United States, USA, America, England, India in ancient times. We created an insane amount of math for the rest of the world to use. India in the modern times. We created an insane amount of math videos for the rest of the world to learn from. I just ate a crepe, so delicious, juicy, and good. I'm about to forgive French people. Stay strong, brother. Don't give in. That's how they get you. I know it's hard, but don't give in. Please, this isn't your heart. When you're laughing at World War III memes, and suddenly the sun rises at midnight. People visiting a country, and people living in the country. France has surrendered. Breaking news. Be the American the Japanese think you are. American prison, French prison, Swiss prison, British prison. Why aren't people bigger? Because then we drink all the rivers and be so full of fish and alligators, we just couldn't get anything done. Where I've spent most of my life. Poverty Island. Naming a city after a god, Athens. Naming your city after yourself. Just one more episode, just one more page, just one more piece, just one more country. Brazil seen by Americans. Amazonia. Rio de Janeiro. What do you call it when rain falls while the sun is shining? I have no term or expression for this. Sun shower. The devil is beating his what? What other? If you had to change citizenship, what country would you pick? Swiss, because their education system is so good, and their flag is a big plus. Minister confirms Britain will not leave Europe geographically. Brexit means Brexit. Japanese stereotypes of European countries. Well, okay, UK bad food, whiskey in Scotland, leprechauns in Ireland. You can drive 84 hours in France and still be in France. The American mind cannot comprehend this. You can drive 10 hours in North Carolina and still be in North Carolina. The European mind cannot comprehend this. Other countries. Climate change. We need to act quick for the future of our planet. France. That's a pain au chocolat. Screw you. That's a chocolatine. Go to hell, I hate you. Please step on Lego and have a painful death. Earth or something. I don't know. I'm not human. Which country has the most average national cuisine? Not great, not terrible, just average. This is Jadav Mulai, a lone Indian man who has planted a 1,360-acre forest all by himself to save wildlife. He planted trees every day for 35 years. The forest now has Bengal tigers, rhinoceroses, over 100 deer and rabbits. His forest is also home to elephants and a variety of birds. India successfully landing on the moon with just 75 million. Russia with their moon mission and crashing it into the moon with a $200 million budget. The Netherlands and Luxembourg. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. Me. They're the same. Man pays over $200 to ship Texas soil to Italy for son to be born over Texas soil. Brazil gets new 141-foot Christ statue, taller than Rio de Janeiro's Redeemer. France shortly after being invaded. 1940. France. Don't worry guys, I have a plan. France has left the game. Florida man who tried to run to Bermuda in inflatable bubble rescued by Coast Guard again. Florida man. I'll do it again. British literature. I will die for honor. French literature. I will die for love. USA literature. I will die for freedom. Russian literature. I will die. I have winter tires and heated seats. Canadians. Flirting. Time traveler. What year is it? American soldier. 1918. We just won the Great War. Time traveler. You mean World War I? American soldier. So psych right now. Google on any other random day of the year and Google on International Men's Day. We are not making fun of you. We just didn't know about this and it's awesome. Wait, why would they think we're making fun of them? Greenland. Total cases 2. New cases 1. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. I went there and everyone knew you. Rat Island. Land sellers are the most delusional people in the market right now. I frequently look up homes set to lowest to highest prices so I can cope dream, and this tiny triangle piece of land next to a freeway exit is selling for 500. Nope, no, absolutely not. Tumblr ads are getting increasingly incomprehensible, yet relatable. Once in a lifetime, 2 hurricanes, same place, same time, same place. I aspire to be like 2020, constantly trying to outdo myself, always in competition with myself, never letting myself do anything less than mediocre. Whether it's called tea or chai depends on the origin if it's transported by land or by sea between central and southeastern China. Northern American cryptids. I would love to meet a skinwalker. Detail from the unswept floor mosaic, made by Heraclitus, showing a mouse eating a walnut. A lion, zebra, giraffe, and hippo found by explorers in Madagascar Madagascar, Mongolia, Turkey, creating Mongol. New Zealand is actually part of much bigger, sunken landmass. Finally, Old Zealand. Technically, the sun never sets on the British Empire. Americans. We need guns to defend ourselves. Australia. Melbourne man fights off carjacker with Nescafe Blend 43 jar. Ancient Greeks. Do something dishonorable. Poseidon. Can you survive the massive tsunami? Wait, massive. 70-plus-year-old world leaders, after making disastrous decisions they won't live to face. World population according to memes. Normal citizens, FBI agents. A country with interesting history, good food and culture, and amazing people. The people running the country. Mom, can we have an Xbox at home? We have an Xbox at home. Xbox at home. Turkey then. I shall stretch my might past any other imperial force and assert hegemony over Africa. Turkey now. Ooh, I love America. This is like any country now though. Bear wanders into City Hall building in California. You can't put a bear on a state flag and then act surprised when it shows up for a town hall meeting. Canada and Denmark are in territorial dispute over Hans Island. Their war consists of removing the other country's flag, planting theirs, and leaving a bottle of brandy or whiskey behind. Did you know the United States southern border is nearly identical to Mexico's northern border? Really? French recipes. If you're not making this in Paris, then what's the point? Screw you. Italian recipes. Use the left leg meat of a pig from one of 3 farms in this specific area of Tuscany. Or from this day my grandmother will begin manifesting physically in your house. Geography. Let's see who this really is. Economics, pol science, philosophy, statistics, math, chemistry, physics, surveying, biology, computer. Sharks versus humans. 2014. Sharks killed by humans. 63 million to 274 million humans killed by sharks. 7. Countries that won most battles. The country with the most battles won is France, with 1,115, followed by Britain and the United States, Poland, which places above the Roman Empire. Average number of bowel movements per week. This kind of makes me a bit sick. I tire greatly of that Hank Green, Bo Burnham and Polygon style, where the joke is some scrawny dude is nervous. Screw you. What's the whirlpool for? Looks nice. Your childhood wasn't lit if you didn't play with these. This carpet brings back so many memories. We all used to beg our parents for change for this. 10-year-olds doing TikToks, and me at 10 years old. What is this, and why do I remember it? Y'all remember these stencils? When having one of these was more important than life itself. I swear we all thought you were the coolest kid at school if you owned one of these flexi rulers or zip-up pencil cases. It doesn't matter how smart you think you are. No one can fully fix a slinky. I can taste this picture. This is why toys are important. Forgetting childhood trauma. Forgetting entire childhood. We still talk about you. I miss you, Toys R Us. Real ones remember VHS tapes. 6-year-old me. Oh my god. Where did his finger go? Impossible. I'm going to tell my kids this is where I spent most of my childhood. I miss the feeling when you would walk into this store as a kid. Boys in 2007 be like, gel, gel, and more gel. This kid is going places. The casino. What is your favorite place on earth? My house. If you had $100,000, what would you do with it? Put it all on red. Kids today aren't built for this like us back then. A lot of y'all had this shirt in elementary school. These things were a whole lie. Thumb-breaking monsters. Life is so tough. As an adult, I could really use a good soccer bopper fight right now. Has any child in the history of ever actually worn one of these things outside the realm of fiction? Back then, we needed a utensil to open this container. Scars remind us that the past is real. The feels. Just checking in. You and I used to have some wild Friday nights back in the day. The Uber of my generation. I don't care how many splinters I got. This was a blast. The drugs of our childhood. Y'all old enough to remember the infamous rumor that came with silly bands? Back when we read the cereal box, not our smartphones in the morning. The 90s versions of emojis. Teachers in the 90s saw this fit and said, this is it. Sneaking a piece of candy. This was the loudest lid. It's a Saturday in 2010. You wake up and get a bowl of cereal. Turn on your TV and Wii and hear this theme song. Honestly, Dala used to genuinely terrify me. My biggest childhood dream. The dream. You think the itsy bitsy spider gave a damn about the rain? No, it climbed the spout again. Lock in. Do you have experience working as a cashier? Me. Remember when everyone used to wear these? Be honest, you learned what this is from Phineas and Ferb. Remember stopping the ice cream truck to get one of these? Kids today will never know the struggle of having to hit a button 3 times just to get 1 letter. Kids want their toys to come alive because all they knew is Toy Story, but if they only knew. The virus in Animal Crossing is like that one summer with Pokemon Go, but like the opposite. Moral of the story story is Nintendo decides our fate. Challenges in 2014. Bottle flip, mannequin challenge, the floor is lava. In 2024, buy a house, afford groceries, find a good job, getting cool band-aids as a kid. Batman. Whenever you had new shoes or clothes, you had to go sharpen your pencil to show off. The best part about getting a new book to read from school. Do you remember these balloon thingies on our birthday cakes growing up? Every 90s and early thousands kid can hear these pictures. Top left, just Velcro. Here's what YouTube looked like in 2009, exactly 11 years ago. Arthur really had a glow up. No, he actually had more definition back in the day. Now he has no jaw. I remember when HDTV stood for Heavy Damn Television. They always ask, where's Perry? But never, how Perry? Remember skates that attached to your shoes? Not arguing with anybody, these were the best gummies. Remember these erasers? Ever wondered how Phineas puts his shirt on? No? Well, now you know. When life was simple. Simple, I couldn't even crack an egg without her shouting at me. If you had these at your parties as a kid, it automatically made you cool. You're 10 years old, it's the 50th time you do this slide. Your knees and elbows are on fire, but the boys are waiting for you at the top. When having giant TVs like this was a flex. The fancy tech that impresses kids today, and the fancy tech that impressed me as a kid. Who remembers spending hours on Paint when someone was using the phone so that you couldn't connect to the internet? I'm that old. I ain't forget people used to wear power balance bands talking about, try to push me over. Getting whacked by this was lethal. Our first form of responsibilities as kids. These were worse to step on than Legos. Before smartphones, we read the back of shampoo bottles when we went to the bathroom. The struggle was real. Multiplayer in the 90s. In 6 years, the 80s will have been 50 years ago. The amount of cookies I've watched the Cookie Monster waste with his BS chewing makes me sick. Throwback to the times where you could happily spend hours just moving piles of sand from one place to another. My parents, my nose, 3-year-old me running after them. When you realize they actually remade this shot. A gun and a slightly inclined piece of wood. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. 8-year-old me, 6-year-old me, giving Dora the wrong information. Today's kids will never know how official you were if you had a Sony Ericsson. This was probably your setup at some point. People are going to be offering you free drugs and alcohol all the time. Lying teachers. Me when someone asks, what was the funniest time of your life? And I remember that one 8th grade friend group. McDonald's really dropped the hardest cap of all time back in 1982. I made so many bracelets and I don't know what happened to any of them. Loom bands. This hits a little too hard. Sorry son, you're gonna need an adult with you. Cash or card, sir. 11 years since GTA 5 is crazy to think about. I've always wanted to try a pretty patty. 8-year-old me after trying my mum's coffee. Wow, this is garbage. You actually like this? 5-year-old me. Ew, beer. Me now. No, I'm still like, but I don't like beer. My childhood is ruined. Mario's age, 39. Princess Peach, age, 15! When I was in high school, this calculator used to cost like 1.9 million. $20 for a calculator still seems crazy. Is this really how Pearl looks like from the front? Screw your zodiac signs. What piece are you picking? 5-year-old me after finding a cane. So glad I grew up with this, and not this. Season 1 and Season 5. Here's a side-by-side of the updated Jake model. Jake got a booty. Y'all seem to forget that Sam Puckett was one hell of an artist. Am I the only person that remembers these, or? The original Voldemort design was scrapped for being too terrifying and potentially traumatizing to kids. When you're in a happiness competition, but your opponent is your childhood self on a gloomy day before social media. No one. Me, walking around the house when I was little. No matter how big your house is, how recent your car is, how big your bank account is, our graves will be the same size. Stay humble. Speak for yourself, peasant. If you recognize more than 3 things here, it's probably time for some blood work. Jack Black in 1992 versus 2024. Does anyone else remember this show? Looking at the fish tanks at Walmart. My generation was expected to climb a 30-foot rope with a life-saving 2-inch thick mat below. When your Aunt Susan asks why you borrowed her dish for 2 weeks. Oh, Yellow Wendy's, how I miss you. Ryan Reynolds in a 1994 Push Pop commercial. When everyone on the bus had a DS and we communicated by PictoChat. Ash actually caught a Dragonite. That's so cool. Nick.com in the early 2000s. Chartisserie boards are just Lunchables for grown-ups. Basically every girl who grew up in the 90s owned at least one of these. After 25 years, Microsoft finally decided to kill Internet Explorer. Rest in peace to the browser everyone used to download another browser. Cereal just hit differently in these bowls. I'm this old. Remade my room from the 90s in a 3D software as I remembered it. I used to love playing with this. 90s themed bathrooms were such a vibe. Do kids nowadays even know the struggle of cleaning mouse balls? Everybody and their grandma had one of these on their fridge. 6-year-old me telling my dog that if he speaks to me, I will keep the secret, my dog. If you drank out of one of these in your teens, chances are you're immune to everything. Elementary kids at lunch. I bet no one will stick this up their nose for $1. Nurse's office 5 minutes later. Macho Man was so cool. He'd even line up the pattern on his bandana to line up with his shades. Rate my setup. Who else tried to figure out where the juice went as a kid? Somebody's mum always had these fruit candy powder things. Remember these warm-up bags and when they used to hand out smiley stickers to customers? How kids today entertain themselves versus how we used to entertain ourselves in the 80s and 90s. If you didn't make soup out of mud and leaves as a child, did you really even know I didn't do this? Did you do this? It always looked better than it tasted. You had a good childhood if you know what this is from. Teen Titans. How did they find us? Also Teen Titans. The greatest artist of our generation. Freddy really had zero drip. The original group chat. Chat room A, B, C, D. Here's a few things iOS users haven't seen in a long time. The kids that kept the boxes and manuals to their Nintendo games. Signature look of superiority. Not gonna stop grinding till my driveway has one of these in it. This kid sleeps in the bed of his grandpa's old truck every night. There will just never be another time like this. She straight up told this man he was ugly. You're like this. A rock? Unassuming on the outside, but a treasure within. Throw up a hand if you remember how satisfying it was to put a 5 into one of these sweet bars. Growing up is realizing that talking doesn't scare the fish, and that grandpa just wanted you to shut the hell up. Grandma, you need to eat 4 more bites since you're 4 years old. But I'm 5. Oh, well I don't think you can eat that much. Me eats 5 bites to prove her wrong. Grandma, in case you haven't noticed, you've fallen right into my trap. Money can't buy happiness. Okay then, what the hell is this? Real ones remember Spot. Where's Spot? The original Lift the Flap book. Today's kids will never know why the desert was so lit in the 90s. These movies were slept on. Over the Hedge, Flushed Away, Shark Tale, and Coraline. First graders. Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Another day. First graders. Rain, rain, go away. Rain. Hold on. This whole operation was your idea. 5-year-old me. Wow, the game's graphics look so realistic. The game's graphics. Screeching as loud as you can before hitting one of your siblings with one of these. It's the simple things that matter. If you know, you know. Y'all remember these? No, I don't. Who else loved these pooping animal keychains? Anybody else play Roller Coaster Tycoon? You come home from middle school and turn on your gaming console. What's the first game you're playing? POV. It's the 2000s and you're playing Kid Pix on the school computer. For those who grew up before the internet age, remember when YouTube was just getting started and we used to watch the chipmunk versions of our favorite songs? What's some of the dumb stuff you believed as a kid? I'll start. I thought every time you heard a song on the radio, the artist was singing it right then live at a radio station somewhere. Atlantis, The Lost Empire live action rumored underway with Tom Holland at the rudder. Boom, childhood made. M&M's tasted so much better in the tubes. Don't question me on this, I'm right and we all know it. POV. You're 8 years old and you're showing your friends where your house is. Who else rocked these bad boys in the 90s? You may be old, but are you this old? This was how I learned the puppy eyes technique at such a young age. These Jolly Rancher sticks hit different, especially blue raspberry. I miss these. Me wanting to relive my childhood. Pokemon Heart Gold, $245. Only the real can relate. Who else owned at least one of these growing up? These were my Stanley Cups. One has to go. Lion King, Goofy's Toy Story, or Aladdin. I'm still trying to figure out how the hell my grandma pulled this off. You can only bring one back. Blockbuster, Radio Shack, Toys R Us, or Vine. Blockbuster. 7-year-old me after picking up a cool stick. 2 characters who claim to be enemies, but don't even think twice when it comes to saving each other's lives in a dangerous situation. Remember when Blackberries were the heat? Back then, Blackberry was the bigger flex than iPhone. The 4 horsemen of supportive fathers. We all partied in a hotel like this. Now this is anxiety. No phones, no stress, just good times. Nothing is more adorable than Patrick trying to put bunny ears on SpongeBob, even though he has no fingers. SpongeBob is the author of the journals. Running out of the car to drop your rental off. Netflix before Netflix. Tell me you had an awesome childhood without telling me you had an awesome childhood. This girl must think I'm rich or something. She was just a little confused, so I had to fix it for her. Glitterburst. iPhone 2. Slime. That's not even an iPhone 2. Oh, iPhone 11. Am I in the Roman times? Today's kids will never know the struggle of writing down cheat codes for GTA. Interviewer. Any sales experience? Me. My daughter came downstairs and gave me the last bite of her favorite candy. She learned to share and I was proud. Then her brother came downstairs asking who ate all of his candy. We did, my daughter declared. She'd learned to share blame and I was even prouder. The kids who were eating Tide Pods are now old enough to drive. begging your parents to buy you just one more booster pack. The original smartboard. Y'all remember Smensors? Happy Meal containers from the 80s. Wish they still made them like this. I would like to speak on behalf of the entire planet that we still haven't forgot about this. The first thing teenagers are gonna think of when TikTok is mentioned in the upcoming years is the app instead of Keisha's song, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. I finally remember what Zoom meetings remind me of. Who else had these? Stampy has been on YouTube for 10 years and said he never expected to reach 10 million subscribers. I think as a tribute for giving a lot of us a great childhood filled with Minecraft videos, we should all subscribe and get him to 10 million. Me, thinks about childhood, suddenly remembers I watched a dinosaur video when I was a kid, opens PC and searches for it, can't find the video. Where is it? Nothing but good vibes here. My friends, don't make a scene. Me in 2007, they closed the Rainforest Cafe in Chicago. Don't text me. Another rainforest being destroyed to make room for corporations. When will it end? 10-year-old me was so impressed by this scene. Can they bring these back? Who remembers this game? Oddworld. How we used to check out books in the 90s. These kids today got it easy. They found out schools cancelled through a text. We had to wake up at 6 a.m. and watch the bottom of the TV screen like an NBA draft. Who remembers playing video games while your parents shop? One of your childhood cartoons gets remastered. They changed the characters and the plot in order to be politically correct. The show that made everybody want to be a skater. This was the early teens combo right here for a lot of us. We were living in the future when this first came out. Anyone make this game and put your classmates in them? Which cartoon death was the saddest? 117? That you never thought you'd see me again. Me. I wonder why my skin is so dry. Me in the 90s? Is this skincare? These cups were the hottest thing on the market growing up. It's the 90s and your hairdresser asks how you part your hair. Okay, after seeing this, I'm seriously considering getting a similar tattoo. I went to high school during the Breath Mint Rush Gold era. Worried about privacy these days? When I was a kid, almost every house had a magic book that contained your name, address, and phone number for every psycho to see. I am this old. This is what kids in the 90s used before Google, when you finally pay all the debts and start enjoying your life. We all know someone who had this. PG in the 80s and PG today. Me at church when I was a kid. 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth, when music wasn't in the cloud. How it looks and how it feels. Growing up in the 70s and 80s, we thought the year 2025 would look like this. There's no Mandela effect, it's just a new logo. I miss these so much. Disney Channel will stop airing for good January 2025 after 27 years of history. We can't be friends if you haven't seen at least one of these movies. Somewhere on Google Earth, it's 2012. My grandpa is still alive and he's teaching me how to play softball. Pimp My Ride 90s edition. My brain. 1970 was 30 years ago. 1990 was 10. 1995 was 10, 2010, 2010, 10, 2016 was a couple of years ago, 2017 didn't happen, 2018 was 2 years ago, 2019 was last year, 2020 was last year, 2021, it's only January. Everybody's saying that they started gaming on the PlayStation 1 and 2, but the real one started on the V-Smile. So today I learned that Trixie's voice actor, Diona Kwon, is legally blind and all of her scripts were written in Braille. Which number did you start with? 1, 2, all the way to 12? I started with a DS. I think that was my first ever console, or a PS Vita. How was your day? Good until 3:15. Oh, okay. Even I can't fix that. Is it pronounced data or data? I'm pretty sure it's data. Okay, thanks. It's hard to argue with his assessment because he's British and not American. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. This is mine. Anime girl spit. What the hell? Happy D-Day, Grandpa. I meant B-Day. You just gave your grandpa flashbacks. I called and I watched it ring. Introverts. It's the law. Hello, neighbor. Hi. Can y'all smash quietly? I'm trying to sleep. I'm still at work. Hello, Zach. What have I done? I ate something off the floor and now I'm sick. That's my boy. What part of elementary school do you wish you could incorporate into your adult life? The friends part. Everyone have a great day. Why? Why? Because I care about my family. So? Address? I don't know. How will someone pick up without an address? I don't know. Texting another mum. I'm done. I'm selling my kid on eBay. Don't be silly, you made him. Sell him on Etsy. Good night, homo. Homie. It's the same thing. Friendship at its finest. Absolutely nobody. Women. Would you like me if I only had one eye? Yes. This is how planning things with my friends go. Let's do something. Like what? I don't know. I'm on my way. What should I bring? A good mood. I'm not coming. Voice call. No answer. Bro, I'm pooping. Video call. No answer. Nah. What the hell? All Fruit Loops are the same flavor. Take it down. What? The tweet. Take it down. Kellogg's privately texted them. Mum, don't freak out, but I'm in the back of an ambulance right now. Steven, you've been an EMT for over 10 years. Stop starting every conversation like this. We are sophisticated adults, okay? Just last week I purchased a vegetable. Daniel, be frank. Do you hate me? How can I be frank if I'm Daniel? Hi, I found items advocating violence on sale. On your site. Hi, John. That's great. You can go ahead and order it. A slice of pie is $2.50 in Jamaica. That was so random. It's $3.25 in Bahamas. Thanks for the useless info. These are Pirates of the Caribbean. It's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen. Can you get some bread on the way home? No. Okay. Am I racist? I have feelings for you. Men will always fascinate me. What are you up to? Having a panic attack? Nice. Keep me posted. Yesterday I yoked my water bottle through the hallway. Did you just use yeet in the past tense? It's 10 in the morning. Why are you drinking? It's called tequila sunrise. Gotta have it in the morning or else it makes no sense. No, he's got a point. He said he didn't have protection, and you said, I said that's fine because I was ready to be a mum. After I said that, he magically had protection that he forgot about. Dad. Yes, honey. I just wanted to tell you that I have a new boyfriend. Oh, good. I have a new gun. Not seeing the correlation. Hopefully neither will the cops. Did you hear about the Italian chef that died? No, I did not. What happened? He passed away. What was his name? You. And my point. It'd be like that sometimes. I miss you. I miss you too. I was so drunk. I don't miss you. Mum ordered your cube. Should arrive this weekend. Hell yeah. What did the ocean say to the other ocean? See you later. Are you sure? No, maybe they just waved. Anyway, Layla's being a beach. What are you doing? So I ordered some food this morning and my driver literally ate it. This food is very tasty. I eat this. You can report the Deliveroo company. You're an awful man. I don't care. Why can't you trust Simba? What? Cause he the Lion King. How big are your bobs? Haha, 34B. That barely makes sense to me, but okay. How else am I supposed to tell you? Like 1.5 cup of squishy? Boys are dumb. What answer was he expecting? Fruit size? Well, I'll be damned. There's a chart. Absolutely obsessed with the stock photo for cyberbullying. This is how mentally ill people talk about their comfort characters. Hate you. You're a jerk. Ugly. You're a loser. Hate. Loser. Hate you. I would take you to the movies, but they don't allow snacks in. Damn, why? Snacks. What? Huh? Is your head just for decoration? Hey, where are you from? I'm from Australia. Oh, sorry, I had no idea. What time are you at work today? 8 a.m. Damn it! Bob in my mouth. Please. Hello? You're nothing. Newborn babies when they're hungry, and their mum isn't in the room, and they think she stopped existing because no object permanence. I need music. Hey, how do you spell your name? Matt. Oh, just making sure. Why? I thought I spelled it wrong. Nah, you got it. When you delete someone's number, then they text you and you don't want to ask who it is. My dad is so weird, bro. You didn't hype up the fit pic, I'd say the same. I lost my beats. Good, I don't give a damn. Okay. Are you sending my grandma's pictures of your pee-pee? No. Why? She's using a magnifying glass. Screw you. If I jumped from your ego to your intelligence, I would die. Yeah, but if I jumped from your ignorance to your reasoning, I'd die of old age before I hit anything. She's definitely mad. Are you mad? No. I love you. Okay. Apologize, even if you did nothing wrong. Messages. Did you leave the oven on? House is in flames. Are you guys eating? Yes, Mum. I'm hungry. Can you get me something? There's food at the house. Wow, really? Well, how the turntable. Knock. Who's there? Doris. Doris who? Doris locked, I can't get in. Wife caught me. What do I say? So this is a subreddit for sink pisses? It makes me sick. I wash my face with that sink. You need to go to therapy. Therapy or I'm done. Hey, I noticed your bobs got bigger. I'm willing to forgive you now. You cheated on me, and I forgive you. Had to text my ex. I miss us. Wait, really? Nah, April Fools. You for the streets. Huge insect. Hey man, I'm just going to be flying inside your house tomorrow. Just thought I'd let you know. Planning to move very quickly and unpredictably. Hey bro, as long as you don't bite me and get in my way, do your thing. Hey, I'm a girl. Naked photos? Hey, I'm a microwave. Send me words of encouragement so I don't hurt someone at work. There's no Netflix in prison. What are you trying to say? Go here. In the dark? Go in the dark. Want to grab lunch? We could get some chicken nuggets. My life in one text. Are you done being sassy? No. True friendship. I want to tell you a joke, but I only remember the punchline. Go ahead. 2:30. When is the best time to go to the dentist? You complete me. New concept. Femme Dominoes. Goth mummy girl delivers your pizza and tortures your thing for the tip. I couldn't find a face on Google Images defeated enough to reply to whatever you just said. It's going to take away time from me watching Minecraft. I don't care. Wouldn't you rather make me happy? Don't put me in this situation. Me or Minecraft? Pick now. Minecraft. Screw you. Dudes rock. Goated order. Game recognizes game. She means break a leg. I'm about to take my final trial. Okay, good luck. Bust a nut. I love you. I almost died when I read this. Slide to the left, slide to the right, slide in your DMs. Back 2 steps. Now cha-cha real slow out of my DMs. Reverse, reverse. I'm back in. I was with you when you were broke. You got shot, lost your job, and now you're gonna leave me? Yes, your bad luck. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday. I thought we shared a birthday. Nope. Wait, it's your birthday? Yes. Well, happy birthday. Hey, baby, I got to show you something. You hit send on that picture of Mike Wazowski, and I hit end on our relationship. I don't have anything to show you. Hey, can you pick me up? I'm so drunk. Oh, you don't have to anymore. I'm finally home now. Yeah, I was the one who dropped you off. My mum and little brother switched phones, and my mum received this text, and I'm crying. Need bud? My son no longer has this phone or number. What does he need? Does he need what? Bud. A buddy. I heard he's lonely. If I ever miss a letter in a text, I just add it to the next line, so it looks like the letter fell down and it wasn't my fault. I'm in the parking lot. Honda Civic. Dude, I'm busy right now. I just ate glass by accident. You what? Please leave me alone. I ate glass. Want a pee-pee pic? Nah. You like how I asked respectfully? That wasn't polite. Would you like a pee-pee portrait is polite? I think my eyeballs are different sizes. Are you using a micrometer or just measuring tape? Nah, I'm just eyeballing it. It's the thought that counts. I watered your plant while you were away. Lol. Babe, my plant is fake. My mum bought me a 2-carat ring. You mean carrot? No, I'm right. It is a carrot. 2 carrots. He ate this right on up. You're a clown, and you're the balloons I walk with. Ways to reply to that K text. You know how you should reply if someone's being blunt? By not replying. According to Wiki, the letter K comes from the Greek letter K, kappa, which was taken from the Semitic kap, the symbol for an open hand. The open hand that's gonna slap you the next time I see you. I'm sorry, son. Your father and I are getting a divorce. I just can't handle you. And I swear to God if you replied to this with that goddamn ninja troll face picture. Gamer time. I feel this on every level. We should get a cake. What's the occasion? I've been stressed. Sup, number neighbor? What? You've got my phone number +1, so you're my number neighbor. Where do you live? We both live in Austin, bro. Look at the area code. How do you know where I live? I'll shoot you. This is America. It's so sad Steve Jobs just died of ligma. Who's Steve Jobs? Ligma balls. Close, but nah, you're not there yet. How's the diet going? I'm having eggs for breakfast. Boiled creme. Do you like surprises? Oh my god, yes. Check your front porch. We have a Claymore for you. Can you tell me why you want to see my body? Sure, I can explain it to you in great detail. You free tomorrow? Because I'm in the mood unless you're free right now. Reverse bear trap. Cool. What else are you good at other than making my life miserable? I can color. Send dunes. I can't sleep. What's up? There's just so many important questions going on in my head. Like, is the S or C silent in the word scent? If you drop soap on the floor, is it dirty or is the floor clean? How come our noses run but our feet smell? Why is it called chili if it's hot? If 2 mind readers read each other's minds, who are they mind reading? If I told you I'm lying in bed right now, aren't I actually telling you the truth? My grandpa texted me for the first time in his life today, and he spit straight wisdom out of the keyboard. Hi Gramps, I'm in my Italian class right now until 7. I'm glad you got my letter and I excitedly await your response. Is texting hard? My dear, only life is hard. Modern day romance. Babe, do you have a second? It's important. I'm hiding in a bush to text you. What's up? You what? In Fortnite. I died and all she wanted was a Taco Bell. Okay, I win $10. First one to reply gets $10. Okay. He replied sooner than anyone else could. Yo, I'm so in the mood right now. I'd eat a dong. In the mood, hungry for dong, doing dong, dog. Wait, you mean dog? I'd rather you say dong. Do you guys ever crave warm water? Like put water in a glass then microwave it? Yes. One time at my cousin's house, I asked my aunt for a warm water bottle, and she thought I meant a heating pad because I guess that's what Screw this. What does times 6 mean? It means I didn't get it. I know, I just wanted to hear you say the words. Goes straight to hell. Me eating sunflower seeds. This is a lot of salt, but it does taste good and it's fun to eat. Tomato. I started to develop a website with HTML and this is very good. Do you want to see? Yeah, send me the link. Your website looks like mine. Hey, make the first move. Knight to F3. Outstanding move. Is this Noah? Wrong number, sorry. Noah, please let me on the ark. Please, it's me. Wrong number, man. What do you feel like having tonight? What's your speciality? Spicy chicken tacos? What do you season your chicken with? Salt and pepper. Are you allergic to any of those? No. What makes the chicken spicy then? The pepper gives it a kick. So if you respawn from the last bed you slept in Minecraft, could that mean that the last life was just a dream you woke up from? Stay right where you are. Do you know who David is? David who? Joe Mama. No, you need to say who Joe is. You want to be kinky friends, yes or no? Eliana, this is Claude's wife. I am not sure who you are or how you knew my husband. I'm sorry to tell you he passed away on July 15th. For now, his phone number remains, but it will be turned off in the future. Have a nice day. The newest SCP, the butt consumer. Average conversation at 3 a.m. with bro. Yo, are you awake? Yeah, what's up? If a vampire bites a zombie, does the zombie turn into a vampire? Or the vampire turns into a zombie? It's 3 a.m. I'm too tired for this. What if I bite you, bro? Has anybody told you that you have a weird shaped head? Okay. I asked a question. I didn't make a statement. You assumed I think you have a weird shaped head, but I don't. Our minds be our own enemy sometimes. You're beautiful. How bad are you at relationships? I get broken up with people I don't even know. Hey, I'm sorry to text you like this, but I want to break up. You haven't been the same since Ohio, and my hands are tied. I wish you the best, and I'll miss you very much. I've never been to Ohio. Who are you? What the hell? Sure. Are you going to sleep right now? I don't know why. I just got home. My buddy never talked to a white girl. You want to FaceTime him? How are you today? Good. How are you? I'm great, but you knew that already. Daddy wants to take you to his woodshed. What are you up to tomorrow? I want to pound you. Do you think there is more good or bad in the world? I think those are judgments and social constructs. Neither of those are quantifiable, but I'd say people are generally inclined towards good. This is crucial. What animal do you think you could take in a fight? Toad? Elaborate. No. Bro, where are you at? Babe, you're calling me bro? We're married. Yeah, but I still call you bro. The aunt is gone. Where did she go? She was consumed. How my husband and I decide on dinner sometimes. Bunny rabbit holding plate, bunny rabbit holding pizza, and bunny rabbit holding a text. Perfect. Are you hungry? Yes. Okay, eat before I come pick you up. Okay. My dad did not have to flex this hard. Got new socks and sandals today. Where are you going? Taking your mother to Sears. So you make emojis? Yup. Any new plans in process? Nope, other than a minion. Guess what I'm about to go get? On my nerves. You are not a capybara, you liar. Explain this then. No way. So you know how Vikings wore wolf pelts on their heads? You are Ivar the Boneless, wearing a Duke the Toothless. Hey, do you still have my tooth? Hell yeah, brother. King moves. Pick a number between 100 and 200. 133. Stay blessed, baby. Get your nails done. Did you hear that Joe died? Who's Joe? Can't be falling for that, bruh. That is not my house. You left food at a gas station? Absolutely. Are you a boob or a butt guy? I'm so lonely. Who do you like? Well, you don't know her. You just sat in the car. The sitter. Oh, you think that's funny? Do you think calling me the sitter, that's funny? Hi, this is DoorDash. Hey, I never received my order. Are you on the way? New favorite image. Being targeted on 17 different fronts today, and my mum just texted me this. Okay, dub breath. What did you get to eat last night? Shrimps camping. I don't know how to spell it. I need advice. Never mind. I already did the stupid thing. Heard you got an iPhone. How do you like it? Massachusetts. Good answer? Dude can? Dude can. I am going to hurt myself. Hello Zhang, I say as I blush, turning away quickly before you notice me. I heard your birthday's in 52 days and I wanted to give you something. Baka. Oh, you were in my dream. No way, was my fit hard? You had no fit on. My landlord lost his damn mind. Little white boy, give me rent now. Don't be not safe for work, please. He only says yippee. Yippee! Hi. Yippee, yes or no? Yes, I'm in the mood as hell right now. Who are you hiding this from? Hi, this is DoorDash. Long line in drive-thru, sorry. No worries. Yo, someone got jumped at the drive-thru. I'm so sorry. That's why it took so long. Holy. I just saw like 7 guys strip one guy and then beat him and then they left. Okay, I got your order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, gummy bears are chasing me. One is red, one is blue, one is chewing up my shoe. Now I'm running for my life because the red one's got a knife. Why are we even friends? Because you love how random I am. I need normal friends. Birthday balloons? Oh no. Oh no, they're getting close to the sun. They're ruining the atmosphere. Sarah, oh god. Oh god, look out for the flaming chunks of balloon. Save the children. Would you still employ me if I was a worm? I'm currently away. Please send emergency. Are you kidding me? Nope. That felt good. Lunch is ready. What are we having? The Halo Cinema deal. I'm leaving you. Once again, I am asking for financial support. No, but it's for a date. You weren't supposed to do that. Looking at my text from last night, and man, I gotta stop drinking. Can you drive us to the bar? I'm drunk. No, dude, I'm drunk too. Where are you? Did you just answer yourself? Your brother told me you're a twink. What is a twink? Goldfish. The snack that smiles back as he watches you eat his friends and family alive, unable to scream. What the hell is this? Who the hell is this? It's the Goldfish crisps. The yellow one. ones. Well, they're all yellow, aren't they? Hey, look at this meme. And this person ruined it. You had one job, Mugu. One job. Everyone type in, boo, Mugu, boo. Hey, so he was smashing other girls the whole time. I will never block you for a man again. If you block me for a guy, I get it. But then unblock me, I'm not gonna be friends with you. No. You have to like the video and subscribe now. Plate armor was actually kind of light. It wasn't supposed to be that thick. Plate armor. 50-year-old plane in my head. And 50-year-old plane in reality. Humans after inventing bread. You want to slice it up and cook it again. Oh, yeah. Parry this, scoundrel. NASA discovers gold on Mars. The Spanish. Some British dude coming back from a vacation. There's no way an ancient civilization could have built pyramids. This guy with a stick. Japanese bullet train. And Dutch bullet train. My political ideology is whatever leads to this. Everybody's making jokes, but we're lucky the Swiss never entered the world wars. Switzerland during both world wars. When the hell did this become more attractive than this? Americans. Lol, Britain just claims a bunch of empty rocks. Also Americans. Caesar, killed brutally. Some guy in 1860. Vibe check. Use over time for simp. It peaked in 1776. And give women equal rights. Simp. Conquered quarter of the world for spices. Puts none of them in their food. Japan. Best way to treat frostbite. The world. Wait, how did you get this? Some caveman, after taking a stick to throw his pointy stick further. Literal continents and worthless islands. The UK. Public toilets Romans used. Romans on the toilet be like, you have freed us. Oh, I wouldn't say freed, more like under new management. An ancient Indian swimming pool from the 5th century CE that's still used to this day. When I'm in a drinking fuel competition and my opponent is a tank. Roman Empire was the greatest empire ever. Then why is the meme in English? What people think were traditional samurai weapons. What were actually traditional samurai weapons? No one. Literally no one. Boys, domestic cats sneaking themselves into human civilization. How dudes pulled up on females back in the 1500s. Was Sepith, baby. Did you come here to die? No, mate. Came here yesterday. Discovery of Greenland be like, damn, I just discovered this remote, desolated place covered by ice and snow. I shall call it Greenland. War before. I shall go and kill the enemies of my motherland. War now. This work is so tough. Yeah, but in 3,000 years we will still be remembered. Definitely made by aliens. The history of France and how people remember it. Don't do war, world leaders. And how will you enforce that? How we use swords now versus how we used to. Whoever gets 100 kills first wins. When you hear elephant noises coming from the mountains. When you serve hundreds of years of human war. Only for a stupid dog to be claimed their best friend. Maritime law states that anything abandoned in international waters can be salvaged by anyone with the skills to do so. England. Alright, so tea is now going to cost slightly more. America. Change team. Ancient Greece. We have the great military of Sparta and the scholars of Athens. Greece today. Well, we're in debt. When you're a bored Viking and want an easy raid. I want a goth girlfriend and I want her now. Hi. Get scared. Peasant. Apologies, my lord, but the harvest was so bad this year we cannot pay your tax and feed our families. Lord. Bro, you're talking a lot of smack for a man with such a flammable house. Leonardo da Vinci after inventing the first tank. I guess you guys aren't ready for that yet, but your kids are gonna love it. 7-year-old Spartans being told they're in the army now. Who would win? Greatest cavalry in all of Japan. Some Portuguese shooty sticks. 19th century and 21st century. Imagine living in a society where even streetlights are beautiful. For those who do not want to respect traffic lights. Europe every couple of decades. Father, I crave violence. When your ancestors built a stone circle, so 2,000 years later, you can use it to get money from tourists. Stonehenge. Imagine being a Native American in 1492 and seeing this bizarre thing step off a ship. You're a scholar in the Middle Ages. In Europe, get you a man who can do both. Gentleman in the streets, warrior of the fleets. I'll be beheaded tomorrow. Can you help me with my last experiment? I need you to measure how long I can keep blinking with my head chopped off. Sure, buddy. You can count on me. What's wrong with humans? There's literally just a giant garbage ocean just floating out in the ocean. Oops, wrong pick. I bet there is a couple of seconds on that medieval torture stretcher rack where it feels incredible. Guns are the best. No, melee weapons are. Poland in the 18th century. Hear me out. Britain after the 7 Years' War be like, I have a plan. I just need money. This drawing that my history teacher did on the whiteboard. Damn, you should be an art teacher. USA military bases in Europe and European military bases in the US. As a non-American, that's exactly how I view it. Updated history of the presidents. Shouldn't Obama get another face? I wonder which one's Trump. 4,000 years ago and today. Dictators who win elections with 95% of the votes. You have my respect. George Washington, who won the election with 100% of the vote. Vikings. We're here to pillage and plunder. Also Vikings. But first, let's name this place Sheep Butt Village for fun. Nobody. Not a single soul. French people in the 1950s. Haha, bazooka scooter. Looking at the list of countries that didn't commit war crimes, it's blank. Julius Caesar tries to have complete control of Rome. Brutus. And I stabbed him personally. Royal Navy. Quality trained crew will bring us victory. French Navy. Stronger hulls will keep us in the fight longer. Spanish Navy. Mucho canyons equals mucho damage. An Alcatraz guard, realizing he was fooled by dummy heads during count. And 3 inmates are missing. Oh man, I am so fired. Aztecs in fiction. I'ma sacrifice you to my gods. No, you can't do that. It's barbaric. Aztecs in reality. Would you like to visit our highly developed cities? We even have aqueducts and we sacrifice humans to our gods. Oh, much better then. Wait, what? My girlfriend normally. I love you so much. You're my very best friend. I love you more. You're my best friend. My girlfriend when she's losing an argument. My ancestors ruled over yours. Shut up. Holy Roman Empire and Texas Republic existed only 30 years apart. Roman Empire, 800 to 1860. Texas, 1836. Cite your work. Us, Greek man. What's wrong with my child? He doesn't look like me. Zeus. Texas secedes from the USA. USA 5 minutes later, knowing they have oil. Albert Einstein saying his last words. The nurse who couldn't speak German. Flags now, and flags back then. They looked so cool. They were so colorful. During World War II, the US Army designed hand grenades in the shape of baseballs, for they believed every young American should be able to throw it with distance and accuracy. Alcohol, because no great story ever started with a glass of milk. Being a king in any European kingdom. Bend the knee. Yes, my lord. Yes, your majesty. Yes, your highness. Being a king in Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Guys, please listen. No, we elected you, now shut up. You may be old, but are you this old? If you don't go to church, church will go to you. Most Renaissance painters. Today I will paint some angels. Meanwhile, Da Vinci. Dissecting this corpse will help my art look more realistic. You have the genetics of a king. It's the Habsburgers. Sword. Spear but small. Dagger. Spear but really small. Mace. Stick with a bunch of small spears on it. Bow. Just a way to shoot small spears. Rifle. Uses chemical energy to shoot one really tiny spear really fast. Shotgun. Fires a bunch of tiny spears. Snipers. Extremely long-range spear. Maximum penetration. The Mongolians are really cool, of course, but it's also sad to read about their conquests. What do you mean this is all that remains of one of the greatest cities in world history? When a fly falls on your soup. When a strange leaf falls on Empress Shang Nong's water. Infant monkey isolation experiment. 30 days isn't enough. 6 months. Deeply depressed. Still not enough. 1 year. Starves itself to death. Interesting. English Arctic explorers. Listen to the natives and don't eat polar bear liver. Get horrific vitamin A poisoning. Actually, beauty and a healthy image are a social construct. Haven't you seen how historically a country's king would have a prized and overweight wife? Checkmate. Compelling. However, what did the king's younger mistresses look like? Reasons to like France. The food, the people, the wine. Learning about historical events. Being in historical events. Romans. Can we just copy your god? Greeks. Yeah, just change it up a bit so it doesn't look too obvious that you copied. Okay. Greek god, Poseidon. Roman god, Neptune. When an ancient Roman emperor is deposed. Off with his head. When an Eastern Roman emperor is deposed. Out with his eyes. 18th century physicians watching modern doctors treat the sick by giving them even more blood. Holy Roman Empire. Flights? Wait, what do you mean flights? Are you okay? I posted a historically inaccurate meme and everyone's gonna comment about it. 50 states, each with their own set of laws and governments, under a head who holds his power by the support of the majority, / more powerful heads of states. It's surprise medieval Europe feudalism. Random citizen. Why would you send me to the guillotine? I closed my eyes and did eeny meeny miny mo and it landed on you, unfortunately. If you think your cut is bad, just remember that Mary Antoinette once rocked up to court with a warship on her head. Norway's flag in the 1100s. Norway's flag in 1400. World history be like. North America, Europe, Asia, Antarctica. Online. 800 years, the famine. Terrorists, murderers. Reality. Pint? Yes. Pearl Harbor or something. I don't know, I'm Chinese. Your largest export is food. Your largest export is internet domains. Your largest export is independent days. France and Britain in the past. I will rule the world. No, I will. Britain and France now. This is my fish. America decides whose fish it is. Therapist. Chernobyl Teletubbies are not real. They can't hurt you. Chernobyl Teletubbies. Britain invaded over half the world for spices and then decided they didn't like any of them. The spices are too spicy. Yes, more blandness for us, please. King dies. His eldest son. Oh, I'm supposed to look surprised. England. Great Britain. Greatest Britain. The cost of this 4-bedroom house in 1958. So 4-bedroom to actually predict what you think it is. You can write a comment, I'll just predict it in your head. It is $87 a month. Smallpox victims exist. Milkmaids. Pathetic. Plague is raging in Europe. Isaac Newton. Aha, colors. When you invent fire, but your friends ask if it's lit enough. George Washington watching his armies of hillbillies and farmers defeat the British. The Aztec high priest stopping cannonballs flying right towards him after sacrificing 20 people to ties of everybody. Wow, the Spartans held an entire army with only 300 men. They were so cool. Meanwhile, some Norwegian dudes with an X. Oh my gosh, you are Diogenes. Bro, it's me, Alexander the Great. I'm your biggest fan. Ask me whatever you want and I will give it to you. Okay, stand aside to stop blocking the sun. Modern boys waking up. Even if I have a dozen alarms, I still can't wake up. Medieval men. Thank you, Rooster. It is time to labor. I got you, man. Japan then, and Japan now. This is like every country, to be honest. Swedish sugar experiment on mentally disabled. We will feed you guys large amounts of sugar to see effects. Okay. Doc, my teeth are falling out. You will publish your findings, right? No, we were funded by the sugar industry. Why are there so many demigods around? Zeus. Tutankhamun depicted in sculptures and in reality. Nubian pyramids, 2,500 years old. Italians arrive. Destroy them all. Of course. People in England don't realize their awful little country is only as big as Minnesota. Greg's in UK, over 2,400. Greg's in Minnesota, 0. The important historical figure actually bothering to write something down. And historians. Me. I promise I won't form a perfect 16-man Roman tortoise formation tonight. 3 drinks later. The world, if people treated each other like they do on email. Modern archaeology. Look at this poop. Now we know how peasants lived 5,000 years ago. Biblical archaeology. This is where King David used to stand. Oedipus was pretty tragic. At least it ended all with them. His daughter. Make sure the cave is airtight, boys. This is sad. Anne Boleyn doesn't give birth to a boy. Henry VIII. World War I generals. After gaining 10 meters and only losing 10,000 men. Victory. Guys want to run their mouth until I pull up with me and 256 of my closest friends, forming a perfect Macedonian phalanx. Egyptians finding out that the same region, Nubia, that they always dominated for 400 years are fighting back and are now winning. They will then get conquered later on. Oh, you're British? Name every colony. Oh god, my friend. What's so funny? My brain. Alexander Clamilton, Hollywood. Look everyone, we made another cool and realistic medieval movie. Historical costume experts. Classic facts. The Roman general and statesman Julius Caesar never once said thank you in his entire life. This is most likely because he did not speak English. Chickens didn't evolve from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Paleontologists and paleo-nerds. Creationists and evolution deniers. The most terrifying capability of the United States military remains to be the capacity to deploy a fully operational Burger King to any terrestrial theater of operations in under 24 hours. Me and bro, after a slight disagreement. Combat now. They're shooting, get down. Combat 200 years ago. Why aren't we shooting back? It's their turn, idiot. 90% of historical nations, when asked to choose an animal mascot. Eagle. 18-year-olds today and 18-year-olds in 16... What? And 18-year-olds in 1066. Bride. Shopping. Medieval kings. I'll take your entire stock. When was empathy invented? 1909. People at funerals in 1908. Your parents are dead. Crassus, you stupid monster. They're not running out of arrows. You assured me they would run out of arrows, Crassus. I was assured of this. Forget birth signs. What's your birth late medieval armor style? Henry VIII. Delete my marriage. Pope. No. Henry VIII. Look at me. I am the church now. Learning a modern language. Where is the train station? I am well, thank you. Here is my pencil case. Learning Latin. Indeed, they desire glory. Have you expelled jealousy from your soul? We must sacrifice before we wage war. Jamaican and Dutch singers in a German band singing an English song about a Russian guy with Asian outfits. Swear jar. And telling people about history when I wasn't asked jar. Damn it. I hate being on the front. I wish I could be in one of these forts where nothing bad happens. Meanwhile in Fort de Vaux, I'm so thirsty that I'm licking the moisture on our walls to survive. America innovates. China replicates. Europe regulates. How long has France been around? Approximately 1.8 million years ago. Mitsubishi USA. Hi, do you still make these? No, it's an older model. Roman Kingdom. Republic. Empire. Eastern Roman Empire. Western Roman Empire. Holy say Roman Empire. What we think people from the 14th century would be mind blown by. What they'd really be mind blown by. Remember the pharaohs of Alexandria? This is how it looks today. Feel old yet? Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? 40% of our annual budget. I still don't understand the phrase luck of the Irish, because the luck of the Irish is, historically speaking, terrible. Realistic painters. Picasso. Napoleon according to the French. And Napoleon according to the British press. No one. The British, after trying leaf water in the 1600s. Who would win? Most of Europe's strongest reactionary monarchy. Some people with some funny ideas who can't stop killing each other. Julius Caesar. Popular Roman leader and author. Dies at 55 surrounded by his friends. How's the job search going? How close was Rome to an industrial revolution? Monk. Just a normal letter M, please. Scribe. China. Invents gunpowder. Indians. Cool. Mongolians. Cool. Japanese. Cool. Europeans. Teacher. The test isn't that confusing. The test. You know what? Forget you. Unnavels your naval engagement. List of territories conquered by the Romans. You can help by expanding it. Rome Total War has now been cited in over 200 divorce proceedings. We have no idea how they made Greek fire. Must be myth. Do you know how to make Greek fire? Of course, I have the recipe on my fridge. So glad I grew up doing this and not this. Filipino names be like, first name, last name. What year is it? 50 BC. What does BC stand for? Before Christ. Who is Christ? No freaking clue, mate. European royalty when they had their portraits painted. And European royalty when cameras were invented a long time ago. You can live rent-free in me if you make energy for me. Yes, it's the same thing. When you find out that Henry VIII got catfished in the 1500s. Is that true? That actually happened? What fashion companies want to sell to men and what men really want to wear. Hey kid, wanna know how I survived the Antarctic? Okay, sure, why not? 1 hour later. When you are one of the best rifles of World War II, but nobody remembers you. 1789 and 1806. Napoleon talking to the Roman Empire. Damn, you really live like this? When you tried to take a forest in a Vietnamese forest, 13 faces detected. Come on, babe. I need you to help me in another world war. Yes, honey. POV. You colonized the new world. A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a statistic. The Spanish flu in 1918. I'm gonna do what's called a statistic. Who started World War I? Gary! You discover a new island. The natives eat your captain. Who would win? One of the largest Mayan temples in Belize and over 2,300 years old. Some cats looking for stone. Why won't you ever give up? Because he never did. A drunk driver smashed into this tree. Out of everything he could smash into. The only obstacle in miles. It's around 300 years old. Penny auction foreclosure. The term arose the foreclosure of farms during the Great Depression in the United States. Neighbors would gather in large numbers at the auction and place bids of only a few pennies, while intimidating anyone who attempted to bid competitively. In the end, the bank that owned the farm would get whatever the bid was, and the neighbors would return the farm and its contents to the farmer. No, you can't just buy back your farm for only a few pennies. Someone else place a bid. 50 cents for my farm back. Silence. 1346. Die, English dog. Your entire existence is Europe's mistake. Half of your territory is ours, by right. 1940. We'll take what Frenchmen we can with us. We will return, and we're taking your country back as well. We'll throw what's left of our army into a rearguard action so you can escape back to England. Thank you for trying, friend. This thrilling series reveals the shocking story of how fashion icon Christian Dior and his contemporaries, including Coco Chanel, Pierre Balmain, and Cristobal Balenciaga, navigated the horrors of World War II and launched modern fashion. Hugo Boss. Romans were known to create tombs for their dogs and gave them epitaphs to remember them by. One such inscription read, "I am in tears while carrying you to your last resting place, as much as I rejoiced when bringing you home with my own hands 15 years ago." Social history, history of religion, art/literature history, military history, historians on the internet. This is true. I have made a lot of history memes, and it's always to do with military stuff, most of it. I try not to just make it all about military, as you can see. I got my first job. Hey man, I wouldn't work there if I were you. It's a dangerous job. SCP Foundation's site. The entire SCP Foundation. No, you can't just move faster than the speed of light and snap my neck. Haha, neck ghost snap. A strange hexagon has appeared on Jupiter. We're in the end game now, when McDonald's makes a collab with the SCP Foundation. SCP-173 has been neutralized. Oh no, an SCP is being killed in a meat grinder. You have 3 options. Continue but slowly, stop. What? SCP legal funds. They're trying to raise money. They have 43,000 out of 50. Don't let the flame die out. What is SCP-137? Who is SCP Peanut? Who is SCP-100? What SCP number is Huggy Wuggy? Noah? Get the boat. End of the world. What if all SCPs escaped? July. Now this looks like a job for me. D-class. When do I get to leave? The Foundation? That's the neat part. You don't. Oh no. Not secure. SCPWiki.net. People who understand SCP lore. People who understand FNAF lore. Help us. Snow Chaos in Denmark. Must spend the night at IKEA. Danish SCP fans. They're hoping they see an SCP. This is what the Foundation is like. On one hand, horrible. The other hand, oh wow, it looks quite nice. Average dangerous SCP fans. It's so scary. So good it doesn't exist and can't preach in real life. Wow. You know SCP sucks now, right? It's not as good as it used to be. Admit it. Quit having fun. Tickle monster lemon. Here you go. Proof that the tickle monster actually tastes like lemons. This is the worst logic I've ever seen. Gods in any story and gods in SCP universe. SCP-99. Shopping. I'll take your entire stock. I will buy you, please. Cryptid facts. I'm completely immune to sedatives. What does this mean, Froggy? It means I cannot be contained. You're starting to seem less like a mere cryptid and more like an SCP. Just wait till you find out I can turn my mouth inside out. Did you know there is a lake, Lake Hillier, in Australia where the water is naturally pink? All SCP fans. Australia has SCPs. I mean, if there is one place in the world which would have SCPs, it'd be Australia. Does SCP-49 kill people? Have a girlfriend, cure depression. Have a peepee. Love me. Make a good dad. Have an OF. The only cure is death. Trade offer. I receive 50 cents. You receive teleported liquids. This is probably fine. Biologist says the sun may be conscious. Not to exaggerate, but this would be the scariest thing imaginable. SCP-999. I will one day defeat the most powerful being in the world. SCP-4966. I want Munchie. POV. You are an anomalous being. So you have chosen containment. No one. SCPs be like, my SCP can use planets as weapons. Mine can slice galaxies in half. Mine can cause a disease that wipes out a universe. Mine can take over the whole of reality. Mine can control all of reality plus infinity. Got a D-class shirt. I knew what I had to do. God damn it, Bright. This shipping of SCP objects is also not allowed. A never-before-seen type of signal has been detected in the human brain. The Foundation, after finding it, everywhere I go, I see his face. Peanut standing around the corner, and me finally finding the entrance zone. SCP fans on their way to comment on any post that mentions IKEA. Sal just witnessed SCP-96's face, making him tonight's biggest loser. SCP Secret Laboratory Review. Recommended. Didn't know when they added the deed, because whenever I'm versing a peanut, I get railed. Joins the SCP fandom. Creates some of the most informative lore videos. Refuses to explain further. Cleef had, on a number of occasions, dressed SCP-173 in a black dress and blonde wig. Hold up. Oh god. The Gate Guardian is following me. Give me your credit card number. Oh no. First fast food company to quote tweet this is served at the next Foundation recontainment celebration. Nice. SCP-96 has breached containment and is bowling on site courtyard. Scientists, do something. Your favorite fiction is real. Most people, it's fine. SCP fans, no, that's not fine. We're dead. SCP Universe. Do you know what it is to live in living hell? An innocent and normal human. No. SCP Universe. Would you like to? So you blink, and all of a sudden you are a spectator. Control Institution. We are the order to the chaos of the SCP Foundation. Chaos Insurgency. Oh no. Foundation bad. Gun go brrr. Women with a time machine. I'm your granddaughter. Really? Men with a time machine? Stop it, GOC. You're not destroying that chair. You get an alert from the SCP Foundation. You realize it doesn't exist and it's just a prank. There's a weird looking old man outside. SCP, object, class, special contained procedures, description, Luigi. You have been visited by SCP-999. Your depression, PTSD, and anxiety have been cured. Now be happy. Kills you if you see them. Kills you if you don't see them. Kills you, sees you. The threat is contained. SCP containment breach. Hello there, General Kenobi. A man of culture. Some car I found. Oh, I'd get this car. That is fire. That's a fire car rap. My plan to get rid of SCP-682 is just to throw him into the sun when SCP-79 closes the door on you during the containment breach. Ah! Oh my god, I saw his face. Actually, if you really think about it, no anomalies are ever truly uncontained, because we're all contained in this cold and cruel metafictional world that does not care for our plights and suffering. Anyway, New York is gone. This is SCP-4472. Yup, it improves most objects that are put in it. Yup, except dead bodies where it does something bad. Makes sense to me, so don't test it on dead bodies. Test subject detect one dead body. Literally the whole SCP Foundation. Look, I've been around the world, okay? Whatever it is, I understand. SCP-55. There's nothing about this I understand. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? A gift from dad. SCP guard. Put the cup down. SCP janitor. I'm just pouring God in my cup. Blinking was invented in 1638. People in 1637. The Ohio flag be hitting different at 12 a.m. Characters in first-person games never blink. Stop. SCP containment breach. Pathetic. Finally some good news. Australia has vanished. An SCP scenario. Most other carnivorous SCPs. I'm going to eat you now. No, I want to live. SCP-352. I'm going to eat you now. Lol, okay. The Foundation is not real. 12-year-olds. I'll ignore that. Just found out about the Keter class anomalies. Damn, this sucks. 30 pages are missing. IMBs. The remaining pages are blank. Things that don't exist. SCP-55. Site 5. Recognizable bodies in the water. The chance that an SCP show or movie being made. SCP van pulls up. SCP van stops in front of them. They have nets. Secret lab. Only using the popular SCPs every other game uses. Secret lab. SCP secret. Coming up with your own original SCPs. SCP-5K. Coming up with your own original SCPs and then actually writing them and posting them to the wiki. I love Secret Lab. I play it all the time. Can't wait to get new furniture. Where is the exit? Series 1 to 4. Scary. 5 to 8. SCP guys be like, damn, this is scary. Moreover, in that same vein, it's 3 a.m. and you wake up in paralysis and see this. What are you doing? Good thing I'm already naked. True. Minecraft fans watching Mojang release an irrelevant mob once every few years. SCP fans watching multiple world-shaking anomalies be published weekly. Me. Don't redact it. Don't redact it. SCP Wiki. Oh yeah, Carl, it's redacted. SCP memes and me. People who don't know about SCP. The SCP Foundation. No, you can't just kill SCPs. We have to research them. GOC. A10 goes brrr. SCP stands for scan, copy, and print. There are 2 types of SCPs. Reject the slime boy, embrace salt. Cure. Ugh, flu season. I'm the cure. Who is Germa? No chat, we're not going to contain some random guy. World War III starts. Splatoon players. Starts painting. Fortnite players. Starts building. SCP fans. Son wanted an SCP cake for his birthday. Update, everyone. 2020 and 21 are the worst years of this decade. 2022. SCP-6200 is an event that occurred on July 10th, 2022, resulting in the extermination of the human race. Well, I'm glad this didn't happen, but also sad that it didn't. What was the incident at your SCP Foundation? Well, all the D-Class got ate by an SCP I forgot the name of, so look before you leap. Fun fact, there are 4 pixels in the background of this image that will do something really cool when you notice them. SCP-5031, yet another murder monster. Its first word was salt. We are all immensely proud. Did I just find a new SCP? This item is restricted and not permitted within the warehouse. You need a hazmat team. Interesting fact of the day. The average person swallows 8 SCP Foundations in their sleep every year. Cthulhu and anything else. I'm one of the old ones which can destroy reality. Cthulhu and SCP. Please go away and let me play Mario Kart. Have you seen him? Now you have. Why did you make me see him? Saitama versus SCP-173. SCP explained no. What? Sorry, force of habit. How to join the Chaos Insurgency. Oh, Billy. Wait, what are you doing? No, I don't want to do this, but it's time for plan B. Nuke the Chaos Insurgency and kill them all. Is SCP containment breach real? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. Back in the early 60s. What do you mean yes? What would happen if every SCP breached containment at once in every event? For example, when daybreaks happened at once? Well, in short, this would happen. We'd all die. SCP Foundation being like, an 8-year-old girl who thinks she's a witch. You're gonna be my friend and there's nothing you can do about it, for I am the strongest reality bender that have ever existed. And I just don't know it. The literal god. Bogo. SCP-96 is just an extra angry albino enderman. I miss the internet. No I don't. Screw you. This joke has probably been made before, but I don't care. Stop sending us this image. This is not an SCP. Someone changed the name of an IKEA store in Athens. No way. How did this even, how did this go through? I remember this picture. That trip was truly fun. To be continued. The surface is now safe and everything is beautiful. Hey, somebody with anxiety here. Fell asleep listening to some water parks. Woke up to this. SCPs are fake, right? Oh gosh, that sounds awful. Yes, SCPs are 100% fiction. Try not to think about it too much and don't don't seek out any more SCP content. Trust me, this person's nice. And they're from someone who's also scared of them. No, they are real. We would like to publicly apologize for the temporal anomaly causing the Earth to rotate around the sun once every hour. We hope to have the situation under control within the next 72 years. SCP-3288. Perfect funnel cakes. Yo, I found this on the sidewalk. Council access card. Red iceberg causes a stir in Greenland. Don't go near it. SCP lore and SCP gameplay. Create a new page. Just start writing. For the past few weeks, my team have been taking action against the sharing of an image called SCP-96, Shy Guy, and the affiliated bands. We are not sure what bug caused this to happen, but until this issue is resolved, anyone who posts the image will be permanently banned. Nuh-uh. The disrespect. Everyone, I have a confession to make. SCP-682 isn't real. It's just a crocodile in a wig that I replace every time you kill it. This prank has been going on for too long. I'm sorry. I just tried to take a cute picture of my dog and she turned into an SCP. What if you wanted to go to heaven, but God said, you are an SCP now? Here be dragons, people who don't know, and people who know. Everything Dr. Bright is not allowed to do at the Foundation. It's 54 minutes, 54:31. My mum, no matter what, the sun is smiling down on us. The sun, 2020. You can get any drink you want after singing the entire alphabet. Become an assassin, get hired to kill someone. Sing the alphabet and request the liquefied heart of the person you were hired to kill as your drink. This is like asking for a cup of Joe and getting liquefied Joe in the next room. Any SCP people here? Yes, 294. We do not talk about this picture. Okay, we won't. How the hell am I an essential worker? Please come outside. Don't be afraid. The sky is beautiful and the sun is so warm. Sir, this isn't IKEA. I always thought 049 was kind of overrated, but now he's really growing on me. My cure is most effective, but this also works. My sister wanted to show me this painting she did of a crazy real river in Canada. Should I tell her? Don't tell her. Hey Lord Bung, I took screenshots of my favorite scenes from each episode. I'm in love with the show. Well, thank you, my man. Wait, screw you. I'm at site 19. The O5 Council has graciously allowed me to film inside the container of one of its most infamous Elucid class objects. I'm here to find out about the challenges the SCP Foundation faces in the process of keeping the rest of us safe from anomalies like this one. Don't look away, Tom. Oh, it's fine, the cameraman's looking at him. The one D-boy who won by pushing all of his friends off. I've won, but at what cost? It's time to go. Were we good daughters? No, I'm told you were the best. After the entire article is read, a highly trained MTF. Why aren't we killed? The reader. Good question. Be me, a massive organization controlling humanity's perception of the world, are controlled by a mysterious council of wise men, obsessed with keeping formal records of all things, have an ethics department, sometimes attacked by groups wanting to cause chaos. Be the Wikimedia Foundation. Pick unrelated. Oh god, please, no. Where am I? Why are there sirens? Please, can anyone see this? Someone is coming, please, someone help. The ethics committee, when a researcher is doing something actually ethical for once. We can't have that around her. All three are going to lie to you. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary. AO5, what is the Department of Abnormalities? SCP-738, the Devil's Deal. Sounds interesting. Why do you have a mentally disabled person as a D class? Who would win? An eldritch deity who is the very incarnation of violence. A positive boy. Positivity always wins. When day breaks, we fix it. Object class, neutralized. Today I will enter the anomaly space that is collectively known as SCP-3890. Almost clueless. SCP writers, writing an entry about a parking meter that causes the balls of everyone in a 200-meter radius to explode. I'm a grown man. I'm a big adult. I can do this. SCP-7999. Come find us. We'll be waiting. Mark Zuckerberg's code name, SCP-3199. SCP has escaped from its containment cell. Class D found. Spider-Man was really selling pictures of himself to newspapers to survive. Then he started an OF before it was even a concept. When you're a researcher and you're studying SCP-55, I don't remember you. Yes, I am an SCP. Spooky Concrete Peanut. SCP Poppet. Scary and Roblox. Me. Tries to summarize an SCP for my friend. My friend? What? Me. SCP-166 is kind of hot. The doc. Oh boy, time to read more SCP articles. Object class. Not safe. Ugh, what did you do this time, Foundation? Creepypasta. He's chasing you with a knife. Ah! SCP. Is this a giant meatball? I have no idea. Now go in. I was visited by a being of pure light and it told me to do some stuff, but I forgot what exactly. An SCP 67 million years ago. I don't recognize the bodies in the water. Is it really worth it? Totally. The SCP in the corner is just watching the conversation like he's eating popcorn. 682 just glances over at 96 and throws a rock at its head. Why does Googling SCP-8000 show a picture of an anime girl? I skimmed through the article and can't find the image. You see a video of SCP-96 and see its face. You remember that SCPs aren't real and that it can't kill you since it doesn't exist. You hear screaming outside even though the video is paused. What is this guy talking about? Well, in 2016, the SCP has slowly turned into a clown show, and in 2018 it died when a new modern administration came and began to redraw the objects. The new authors who rewrote the objects are literally writers of dubious fan fiction. Hello Cactus. Shop for a new tie. Make macaroni. Do cardio. You don't recognize the bodies in water. You don't recognize the bodies in the water. Vacuum the rug. Come to the SCP Foundation. We have Snappy Boy, Ebola Bird. Wow, oh my god. That sent me back. I remember when Ebola was basically going rampant. I was so scared I was gonna get it. Damn. You know what? I'm not even finishing this video. Me, wanting to write an SCP. My lack of SCP knowledge and writing confidence. Come on, you don't need to be an amazing writer. You can make an SCP if you want to. Everyone starts somewhere. Come on, just make an SCP. You know what? For all the people who want to make one but aren't confident about making one, tweet me on Twitter once you've made your own SCP, and I shall mention a few of them in the next SCP video. This camera is my life. Get yourself a new life. Ash was a hardcore savage. Ash in older seasons was like, I'm out of Pokemon, but not out of options. I will never be as cool as him, and I just have to accept it. Oh, so this is what riding a dragon feels like. Poor Charizard. I love the Pokemon merch in Ash's bedroom. I'll see you soon, Pidgeot, 22 years later. So that was a lie. Are you kidding me? Team Rocket will now take possession of your Pokemon. Give me your Pokemon. Where's this headed? Help me, Slowbro. I'm stuck. What are you doing, Slowbro? Guys, have you seen these beta versions of the Kanto Mega Starters? They're so cool, especially Charizard. I'm not even tired. Look, guys, I have so much energy. This whole time we thought Brock had spiky hair. However, the screenshot confirms that he does in fact have a cranial deformity, in which his skull is spiked, giving him the appearance of having spiky hair. This Charmander is made out of pumpkins. What this means? Snakeazard? I think we can all agree before Lucario, this Beetle was the best fighting type. I don't see any beautiful girl. Just turn around. Misty, please. Only one of us can hallucinate at a time. When normal people see this, they just think of the letter R. When I see this, well, you know, other anime spoilers. Haha, this character will die on episode 9. No! Pokemon spoiler. Team Rocket will try to capture Pikachu on episode 9. Lol. My package arrived. Unfortunately, Pikachu didn't survive. Rest in peace. Easy at the age when you first played this game. Impossible as an adult. Come back when you've made 20 friends. When you hear your pet chewing something, open up. Giant Snorlax plush found decapitated on the side of the road in Singapore. Damn. Moltres used burn up. Moltres burned itself out. He must realize that I'm Sabrina's father. Then that must mean you're a photographer. Ash, you idiot. How to start a civil war. Who is the best starter? The Mona Pika. My mum is the best Pokemon Go player in the world because every day she sends me stuff like this. Don't tell dad. I'm the guy in the silver car in the background who's late for work because this goddamn chicken is fighting a chandelier. Need me an emotional support, Eevee. I'll always be proud of Doug Trio for seeking therapy and dealing with his anger issues, giving him a positive role model. Apparently, Netflix can translate anything. Are you okay? Yeah. From what I can see, you're a novice trainer. Am I right? Okay. I saved this region 10 years ago. How dare you? Giratina taking a bath. Is this the America-only Pokemon expansion? Pokemon Gun. Unlike most from my generation, I actually like to go to fine art galleries just to appreciate true art. How can I stop myself from spending when I'm buying with a literal Pokemon card? Smash Bros. Ultimate. Everyone is here. Game Freak. Found several packs worth of Pokemon cards strewn across a Target parking lot and took a picture to show my friends without realizing how much my outfit elevated the scene to aftermath of a wizard duel. Everyone is about to square up. Then you have Espeon minding his damn business. How did Bulbasaur's wear hats? Left, because it's around its head. Waited years to visit the Pokemon Fossil Museum, and it exceeded every expectation. I never want to leave. Stories through Pokemon cards. Mess with the Gookie and you get the Bazooki. You'll never be able to unsee this. Just received my latest Pokemon card that I ordered from Wish. Looks a little different though. Who's that Pokemon? Nobody ever asks, how's that Pokemon? These Pokeballs contain 3 beginner Pokemon. First up, Trico. So is it a water type? Rejected by the one girl I loved. I'll never find one like her again. Don't worry, Brock. You'll find plenty of other girls to reject you. Ash is in Alola now because his mum's Mr. Mime won a contest. Why the hell did he let a psychic Pokemon gamble? This information still haunts me. Can Pokemon pee? Pokemon don't poo or pee because their waste byproduct is expelled through the use of their special moves. A reminder that this is what a Shelder looks like on the inside. This Geodude costume got me crying, not the transparent PNG legs. I love the Pokemon merch in Ash's bedroom. Brock from Pokemon finally got a girlfriend after 20 years of being single. People talk about Goku being the worst father. Flint left Brock with 8 siblings and was living in the woods behind the gym. When you run out of Pokeballs. Using Pikachu against water, flying. Using Pikachu against ground grass electric dragon. Articuno used Blizzard. My Blastoise. I caught you, now you're mine. Don't you already have a girlfriend? I can have up to 6 on my team. I've still got space. It lurks in cities pretending to be a lamp. Once it finds someone whose death is near, it will trail quietly after them. Lampent looks like it wants to be with you forever. Hold up. Be the person you are looking to become and never give up. POV, you are Mewtwo. I'm so glad that I'm alive to witness this. Wake up, babe. We are going to take turns riding the Lickitung slide. You're going too fast. Pokemon Go should not be played while driving. Well, first of all, I'm a passenger, so jot that down. I got fired at my job as a cop. Apparently it's inappropriate to yell Pikachu while I tase people. Periodic table, 893 Pokemon. Can you briefly explain Pokemon lore? Wait, are Pokemon saying their names, or are they named after the sounds they make? Remember when this guy replaced Brock? Get in the ball. Please get in the ball. I wasn't asking. Pokemon. Ash just went to meet his dad for the first time ever. Ash's dad after he wins the world championship. Right, I'm back. Pokemon with tragic stories of being abandoned and waiting for their trainers for a long time. How it feels to be a Texan playing Pokemon Go. The sun sucks. The way is blocked. POV. You meet Jesus and he's just like, yo, check out my sweet yo-yo. Damn it, James. Prepare for trouble in the dance. I'm wearing tights instead of pants. How to catch a girlfriend. I love how Pokeballs are transparent in the Pokemon manga. This is definitely one of the coolest things ever. Find someone who loves you as much as a Alolan Raichu loves pancakes. Despite having the tagline, gotta catch them all. Ash Ketchum only caught 43 out of 649 Pokemon. I love your flooring. What is it? Oak. I feel like a kid again. Battle me and I'll make you feel even more like a child. When someone snipes the gym you just took down. A metaphor for being forced to choose a life path when you're 18. Or you could just become a magical girl. He's keeping warm. He's using Charizard's tail. Pokemon drone show in Japan. Imagine being drunk and then you look up and see a size-accurate Rayquaza coming down from the clouds. My 7-year-old sister's Pokemon team. I'm laughing so hard. iPhone 14, Samsung A15, Nintendo, PS5, Xbox, MacBook. This is Brock's mum from Pokemon. She has gone through 10 pregnancies and 10 childbirths, and this is how she looks. Give this woman a medal. Pokemon be like, hey, my name is Misty, I'm 11. What a coincidence. I'm 11 too. 23 years later. Hey, my name is Serena, and I'm 11. What a coincidence, me too. Anyone who says the Unova anime is bad has obviously not seen this episode. I'm just saying, what if? One day, delusions turn into ashes. Pokemon. I need to lower this Pokemon's HP so my trainer can catch it. Pokemon to Pokemon, do a critical hit. Charizard isn't a... Yes, Charizard is... It should be a dragon. How the Lucario I live with looks at me when I say, just because you're immune to poison doesn't mean you can eat chocolate. No, you can't have any. Sir, you can't go in there. It's an active crime scene. But there's a Pikachu in there. Which of these is a popular pink character from the children's Pokemon series? Jigglypuff, Powerpuff, Hufflepuff, Puff and Stuff. This person. Sometimes Pokemon logic makes me mad. Flygon used Dig. Typhlosion used Earthquake. Flygon's Levitate protects it from damage. You know, back in my days, we didn't have no fancy gems to help us in battle. We just took our type weakness to the chin and kept going. The Chinese names for the Bulbasaur evolution line are very wholesome. Bulbasaur, wonderful frog seed. Ivysaur, wonderful frog grass. Venusaur, wonderful frog tower. Bulbasaur brought you a flower. What in the world is this, Pokemon Go? Single mum needs some attention. Was created to resemble a scarecrow. Weak against flying types. types. I want to know what the game designers were on when they put these kind of dialogues in the game. If I'm wearing a bikini, where do I put my Pokeballs? Teehee, women seek... Do you think they dyed and styled their hair like that because they love their evolutions? Or since it's anime, were they born with hair like that and chose their evolutions based on the destiny their hair foretold? I don't know. I miss the time when Pokemon games used to come in cool cardboard boxes. Outsourcing labor by attaching a Pokewalk to Kirby. Your cat's called Kirby. It looks like Rayquaza is laughing at Deoxys falling down the stairs. Pokemon mums on Mother's Day, Pokemon dads on Father's Day, and just like that, we now definitively have the best Markiplier video. Smash or pass, all Pokemon. Smash. Let's be cuddly forever. Yeah, guys, please. The 2 kings in chess and the 2 queens. What's wrong, babe? You haven't touched your Pokemon Pop-Tarts. He's a little guy. Playing Pokemon Go, if you find this Pokemon, just go under it. You will not be affected by rain. Master Balls are actually produced by WarriorWare. Bidoof. They outnumber you 5-1. Then it is an even fight. One is surprisingly protective of its environment. If its mountain is ravaged by a landslide or a fire, this Pokemon will haul topsoil to the area, plant trees, and beautifully restore its own territory. Don't lie to me, you monster. Med at level 30, likes to run. Coffee. Starbucks. I need this. Pokemon trainers be like, OMG, how did you guess I was a ghost specialist? The Johto trio, before and after the Typhlosion allegations. Mudkip used muddy water. He has been waiting all of his life for this delicious moment. Alakazam has mega evolved into Mega Alakazam. Stop. How old are you? When I was little, Pokeballs didn't exist yet. Sad Pokemon fact. Every time Pikachu says Pika-Pi, Pikachu means Satoshi, which is Ash's Japanese dub name. So every time Pikachu says that in that scene where Ash died, Pikachu was crying Ash's name. They play volleyball with Jigglypuff. The craziest Betamon is this guy, who would evolve into a random Pokemon upon evolution. Like, imagine finding this autism creature fighting for its life out in the wild. So you catch it out of pity, and 2 months later it evolves into a goddamn Rayquaza. Pregnancy done right. I love Coughing's face so much, it doesn't even change. He's dying from 1000 volts of electricity, and his face still says, "Morning, happy to see you." Pokemon bath bombs. This is such a good idea. Just spilled a whole bunch of water on my laptop. Ash, what have been your worst decisions? This, and this. Can we all agree that Rayquaza is the hardest Pokemon name of all time? On today's episode of things I don't need but really want. Squirtle watering can. When someone talks about Pokemon, who said Pokemon? Last night I had a dream that they announced the mouth type, and that these Pokemon had that type. I recently got my girlfriend into playing Pokemon. She does not really play video games at all. Here are some highlights from her journey so far. Will I meet Pikachu in this game? Yes, he can be found in a forest. Oh my, it's like meeting a famous person. Is any Pokemon immune to being confused by this stupid bat? I found fossils. Okay, now you need to keep these exact fossils, but for thousands of years, pristine condition. Even if they're like a PSA 1, they'll be worth millions if people still like Pokemon. Hello everyone. I drew you a Coughing. Babe, are you okay? You've barely touched your Pikachu cake. The greatest battle in history. Cashier Wanted must be 10 years old with 20 years of experience. We as a society have not made fun of Gary enough for throwing a water bottle at a Groudon in Journeys. There is my leftover Dasani at the personification of the land itself. Since it's Nidoking week, I'm okay, I'm Nidoking. My best friend 3D printed a Gengar Pokeball for me. The 1 out of 1 Cheetos art has been pulled. Can't stop thinking about Dwayne the Reggie Rock Johnson. Pokemon idea. Giant strips of grass that move around and act like snakes. Ground grass. Name them Envilorn and Constricturf. The Galar starters are the worst starter trio by far. I'm sorry, Brock, they're not dead. It's been a while since I cooked for others. A while? You see, I used to travel with some friends and often cooked for them. Same here. I wonder what they're doing right now. Looks up to the sky. Brock, just start crying, man. Come on, finish the bit. Now this is how you cook. Just use your Pokemon cards. Mewtwo got away safely. Damn, that was close. Team Rocket, where's mustaches? Ash Ketchum. I've never met this talking Meowth in my life. The opposing God of War was seated. Why are you smiling like that, Bulbasaur? Nah, he doesn't bite. Playful growling. Apparently the Droopy inside Dragapult's horns eagerly look forward to being launched out at Mach speeds. I live for this. Fighting a grass type and having an ice beam. Combining Happy Hour, Amulet Coin, and Rum Tum prize money makes you some ridiculous cash. No wonder this dude's angry. You probably took his pension there. Here's a smiling Crobat to make your day better. Hey, my boy Oddish just came over. It's about to be lit. These are the most fake mon looking real Pokemon starters I've ever seen. They just look fake, yeah. I need a game where we can join these guys. Me. You can't impress me with cars. The car. Redraw my old Pokemon art 20 years later. Don't give up on your dreams. Average Pokemon evolution. Magikarp evolution for some reason. I am once again asking you to prepare for trouble and make it double. Pikachu is stressed, so he's going to bed. Good night, Pikachu. Pikachu is getting big and chunky. The Pokemon community when Charizard is in yet another game. Pokemon fact, health and safety. If you make your pets fight in real life, you'll be arrested. Man, these spot the difference games are getting harder. Did it work? If you consider that working, yeah. Little friends taking sippies. Guess I'm a bug trainer now. My therapist. Zubatman isn't real. He can't hurt you. Zubatman. Introverts in public. Introverts alone. Introverts on Reddit, Discord. Introverts playing games. Other Pokemon. I'm going to use my move to defeat an enemy. Electrode. Ending my life is cool. This cocktail bar in Akihabara makes you cocktails based on any TCG card you give them. Kyogre and Groudon start fighting. Rayquaza. Going into a Pokemon game not knowing what your starter's final form is the biggest gamble you can make in a video game. Who would win? A literal flying dragon that can spit fire. Some pebbles. Your birth month is the Pokemon you turn into. Pick one from each row and make a Pokemon team. Had to put him on straight out of the womb. Remember when Diamond and Pearl just casually was like, oh, this Pokemon is a god by the way. They created the entire universe, and then they let you, a 10-year-old, capture it and rename it Stinky Butt and make it fight for sport. Flawless group of starters. No notes. Why does everyone hate Chikorita? She is a baby and evolves into a cute dinosaur plant monster. Look at her. Rate my fit. You look like some kind of psychic Pokemon trainer. Kids today getting their video game turned into a movie get this. Kids in my day got this. You just had to be there. The surgery has a 90% success rate. You've played Pokemon? You know what accuracy 90 is like. I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Goodbye, Bulbasaur. It'd be like that. I was up all night studying for this big test. I can do it. The first question. Where are you? Catching Pokemon? It's 3:50 a.m. Sometimes only the good ones come out at night. Come home now. I mean, alright then. You can't enter that word. Fart. Where do you want to send butt guests to? Party or a box? Imagine these crawling on your desk, eating crumbs on your desk like insects, and they're like ant-sized. Why he lick me? Now I understand Twitch plays Pokemon. So Twitch is really just Ash? No wonder he has a tendency to release/leave behind his beloved Pokemon for little rhyme or reason. Types of stress. Stress. Hypertension. Migraine. Make 5 great curveball throws in a row. In a row? Pokemon evolving, but they molt like bugs. My grandson is supposed to be having a job interview. Is he there? Hi Phillips, we hope your grandson did well. He didn't go. He was busy catching those poke bugs on his phone. Very upset with them. Future event Pikachu with Ash's hat from each season. My mother found this buried in the attic. She said she forgot to give it to me for Christmas of 1998. The game alone sells for $400 if unopened. This gem has the player's guide. This vehicle is what you should pick up your date with. He really loves the Snorlax pillow. So, are you more excited for the Pokemon game that looks like Zelda, or the Pokemon game that looks like Zelda? Solar Eclipse. Before and after. It has Mew on its back. Broly actually turned his gym into a gym. It's finally been done. The gym is finally reborn. My family and friends trying to get me to leave the house. That last sentence seems harsh and uncalled for. When 3 Magnemite link together, their brains also become one. They do not become 3 times more intelligent. Visiting your old elementary school like, how to get a girlfriend. A reminder that they have raincoats for the Pikachu mascot costumes. Remember how Team Rocket's Meowth was super special for being the only Meowth that could walk on 2 legs? Then they were like, just kidding, they can all do that, and this one is Puss in Boots. Dugtrio cosplay. I made a historically accurate Dugtrio cosplay. No matter how many Pokemon are dancing in this enclosure, if you enter, the Bison will kill you. Do not enter. What the hell happened here? Someone played Pokemon Go and it went wrong. Chonk chart. 20, a fine boy. 30, he chunk. A heckin' chunker. Hefty chunk. Mega chunker. Oh lord, he coming. The classic beauty of Pokemon movie settings. Piplup is cheering you on and wants you to keep going. Love is a lot like Pokemon. You're going to get a starter and it's going to mean a lot to you, but throughout the game you'll run into plenty of other Pokemon. Some you'll use a Pokeball to catch, and others you'll use a Great Ball or even an Ultra Ball. You're going to run into a couple of rare Pokemon and even a few legendary Pokemon, but no matter what you do, save your Master Ball for that one Pokemon. That one Pokemon that is truly legendary. To those grown adults still playing Pokemon Go in 2019, I hope it brings you joy. Carry on with your day. Thank you. I just got my first shiny that wasn't on a community day yesterday. I actually thought this was sarcastic. Did you guys? Who's that Pokemon? That's right, it's Wild Mark from the 2006 film Barnyard. I guess I'm uncultured.